this on the actual podcast, but apparently, Kidlet has a motorcycle.
I'm so proud.
So you know what that means, Rob? No. Apparently, a motorcycle. You know what that means, right?
No.
We need to come up with motorcycle driving music.
Oh yes, I was thinking you can get him like one of those Brando outfits.
Oh yeah, no, that's good too.
You know what?
I think we need to find an insane leather jacket for him.
You know what? I have a bunch that don't fit me. I should just give him one.
What? Do they have anything interesting on them?
Well, there's one I've got, but I don't know if I want to give it to him. I've got one of those Chicago police jackets, but it doesn't have the patches fucked up. It says Chicago Police on it.
Okay.
And I've got one from Minneapolis, and it says Minneapolis Police. And then I have an odd.
Wait. Yeah, pause for a second. How do you have a bunch of random city police paraphernalia?
Okay, there was a store in Chicago called.
There was this time that I served in the.
No. There was this place in Chicago called the Alley for years, and I used to go there.
Was it an actual alley?
It was next to the infamous Dunkin' Donuts on Clark and Division, which is like this. It used to be called Punkin' Donuts because you could go there after a show, and it would be like everyone in punk bands and like sort of industrial bands and stuff would all be there. So
right.
Like you could walk in. Like I walked in one night and Al Jorgensen was having a donut, and the table 4 things down was the guitarist from Cheap Trick, and they were eating donuts.
That's fantastic.
But it's a place called the Alley. You could go buy a leather jacket for like $60, right?
Wow.
So it's where I used to go. I'd go to Chicago and buy a leather jacket, and then they had like the specialty ones where you could get art put on the back, or whatever. And they had a whole rack of they would buy out surplus jackets from like cop forces, and so like if you had, they also would buy they'd buy up old tour shirts. So when your tour was over, they'd buy up all the shirts, stuff like that.
Nice.
So they had a whole rack of like Chicago police jackets, and I bought one. And they had to, for the longest time, they had to tear off part of the thing. And I said, I wish you had one that didn't have the thing on it. I'm going back home. And so the woman just sold it to me. She's like, don't wear it on the street in Chicago. Put it in your bag and put it on the plane. And next time I came back, they had like a whole bunch. They had like Dallas, Minneapolis. They were like $60 each. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't dare wear them out now. But maybe Kidlet. I have a bunch of regular leather jackets. I'll just give him one.
Well, what I'm thinking is, if we need to anyway. We need to make a trip to Unclaimed Baggage, and Unclaimed Baggage, they're famous for crazy shit that you find there. Like
I need to go. I'm afraid.
I had for years a crew jacket from the film White Men Can't Jump, until I finally outgrew it. So I found that there.
You mean the film or the jacket?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think I mentioned before, I have a jacket that it says Relativity on it. It's a big R, and I had no idea what the fuck it was until somebody stopped me after a few years of wearing it. Was like, "Oh, you work for Relativity Records?" I was like, "No, but thank you. It's a record company." I had no idea.
I'm going to take pictures of the various jackets that Kidlet can have and let him pick one.
That's fantastic. I think
he's going to inherit my punk shirts, because I just cleared out 1,500 records yesterday. So
wow.
I've got like Fear. I've got the Ramones. I've got like the first Faith No More tour. I've got with the original singer. I've got a Dead Kennedys one that I think I could.
Hell, I might want some of that.
Well, the
damn
problem is they're white. The white though.
Oh God.
Yeah, but there's the
Death.
Yeah, I've got a couple really great. I should get him. Yeah, it's time. Lee won't mind.
Yeah, you can. You go to Unclaimed Baggage, and every once in a while, you just score something incredibly odd. And we always have a game. We always do thrift store battle there, where you go and whoever finds the weirdest shit wins.
Well, next time Jan and I come down, we'll We'll have to go there. We'll have to go
You,
there.
you got to do it. You got to do it. But like the 1 year, and I think I posted this on the site at one point. It was like basically, okay, you know, when you were like in elementary school and you would take crayons and just make stripes of colors across a piece of paper, and then you do a black crayon on top of it, right? So then when you marked through the black crayon, it would be like rainbow lines, you know? Is that ringing a bell?
Yes.
Okay, good.
No.
So, well, John, that's because you had no childhood. That's why you don't like Casablanca. So, but basically, you would do that. Now, these pants were like that, and it's only when you got up close to it did you. So, rainbow people, right? It's only when you got up close to it that you realized they were all naked and some of them fucking. And it was great. It was like, and I was like, why are these pants folded in on themselves on the rack? And you open it up and go, oh.
Nice.
I totally won that round.
So, my master plan to have John save me is now done. It's been replaced by a new plan.
Oh?
So, well, you know, Janet was going to go to Orlando, Tampa to go see U2 with my sister-in-law, drag me
Right.
along. So that plan was going to go swimmingly, and I was like, well, that's great. I'm sure John would let me like hide in his house if I paid him or something. But then she found out they're coming here.
Uh-oh. Dear.
Yeah. So,
Well,
well, we'll see.
You could always hide anyway. You could just go to John's and hide.
Yeah, I know, but Janet's gonna be like, "Well, I go to Florida to come," you know. So yeah, no, I'll think of something. I probably will end up going and wearing earplugs and bringing my phone. You know, play like Pachelbel's Canon or something. Or I'll play Hans Zimmer or something.
Okay, so now that we are officially recording, Rob, for the record.
we were recording whenever you guys were saying beforehand, but
Okay, that's fine. I just couldn't tell. So Rob, tell
Yes.
me of the wonderment of, well, Roger Waters and apparently Sigur Rós as well.
Well, they didn't play together, but
No, I know, but separate shows. That would be an amazing show, though.
So Sigur Rós toured. The thing about them is that they're no matter what they're not. And I've seen them a whole bunch of times, but this time they played in a very old school opera house with really great acoustics. And I've heard all the songs before and stuff. They were just really on. You know,
Yeah.
the thing with where they come, there's a free concert. Their LA concert is actually online, and they put the thing for free to people to watch it. And they were just really relaxed. They just have their video show. Every tour gets better and better. And they've managed to sort of not be as pretentious sounding over the years as they did originally. You know, it's sort of like they've learned to interact with the audience. They've learned to sort of like make a set list that works, and it had a flow and a pace, and they just had sort of a lightness to them that they haven't had before. And they just sound like a band that's really tight, and really comfortable now. You know, like the last couple tours.
I was just going to ask, is it like Dead Can Dance, meaning if they come to town, you just fucking go?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. And the thing that's nice about it is, you know, yes, all the songs are going to sound the same, and you're not going to understand the lyrics to it, but it just emotes this whole sense of like awesomeness between sort of the low vibe. There's like this sort of vibe to their music combined with the visuals. And just the fact that nearly everybody going there is pretty chill. So that was really great. And it was one of those, the Peabody here is like one of those old opera houses that's like, you can have a fairly large audience, but it's not too large of an audience.
Right.
So you get to hear like the acoustics of the theater without it being overwhelming with like, oh my God, look at all these people. Right. It was also one of those shows where like people didn't hold up their camera phones the entire night.
Oh, that's good.
Which was good. And I can't pronounce any of the songs, but like the 2 or 3 songs that they did most of their first record. And that record is just amazing. And they've got it down to where they can do the arrangements and it works, and just it's you mentioned Dead Can Dance. It's kind of like watching a symphony. It's kind of like watching Dead Can Dance. It's kind of like watching Ice Cubes. It's just, you can't really, it's pretty great. Now, Roger Waters. Now, I have never seen Pink Floyd. Okay.
Right.
So
Me
this is the
neither.
closest I was ever going to be to seeing Pink Floyd. Now, there's two levels to the show, right? There's the visuals and then there's the actual show. Now, they have these overhead for every show. Apparently, they have screens that are run over the head of the audience where you look up and you see things, sort
Right.
of like. And those, for some weird reason, at soundcheck weren't working, and there was some issue with them, so they didn't run those during the show for the safety of the public. But they posted, Roger Waters posted on his account and everything. It didn't really matter.
Okay.
I mean, it would have been cool to see it, but it is complete and utter a sensory overload. I mean, I knew the light would be great, but like you go in, you get sort of just this barrage of visuals, right? And you get but you get film and you get a lot of theatrics. But a lot of the times when you go to a show, the theatrics or get the film, you're kind of like, okay, the film stuff is so great that the music's kind of lame, or the music's really good but the videos are lame. This was
Right.
one of those things where they had really good synergy, and the musicians that were with them, it sounded like they weren't just people that had been on tour for years. It sounded like they were people that really enjoyed playing together, and he looked like he was really enjoying. I mean, how many times has he done stuff on the wall, right? He
Right.
looks like a man that is determined to make everyone understand that these songs now have a meaning. There is very much a political undertone to the visuals. There is
No shit.
there is very much a political atmosphere, though, to the music in the way that the songs are arranged, and it
Right.
is very much sort of like when you listen to some of the Floyd songs now, it takes on a whole different meaning. Which, I mean, it meant the same. I mean, it had the same meaning when he wrote them, but now there's sort of, it's like a giant exclamation point on them,
Right.
And hearing stuff on the wall is always really great.
Well,
Yeah.
originally it was more what was going on in Britain. I mean, it was what was going on all around the world, but now it's sort of come back full circle over to
Well, I mean, it
our side of
depends.
the pond.
Yeah, it depends on the album, really. I mean, because the one that I look to when people were like you said, so Rob texted me from the show. It says some people are leaving because they found out about the anti-Trump stuff. I'm like, what? If you know anything about Roger Waters, if you've heard any of his shit, what makes you think he would be even neutral about Trump? I mean, if you listen to the final cut, there's a song on there called the Fletcher Memorial Home, which is basically about take all of the tyrants and leaders and people who send people, off to get killed and are basically assholes and ruining our lives, and let's put them all in a home where they can't hurt anyone anymore. And then maybe let's just wipe them out. And I'm like, okay, what did you think was going to happen, people?
Yeah, I mean, you get Speak to Me, you get Breathe, you get great Gig in the Sky, you get Welcome to the Machine, you get Wish You Were Here, by the way, just gave me goosebumps. I'm just saying.
Nice.
Yeah, I was watching
and then you get
I'm sorry, go ahead.
You get Money, you get Pigs. I mean, all the songs I wanted to hear. Us and Them was like, oh, Us and Them is sort of like, that's where he beats you over the head with it. And then he closes with Comfortably Numb, which is great.
Nice. You know what? I'm happy about that because, like I said, I've bitched about this until I'm blue in the face, and I will continue to do so. Is that I really enjoyed The Wall live in Berlin, but when he took away Outside the Wall and then put what was it, The Tide Is Turning from Radio Chaos in instead,
Yeah.
it blew it because Outside the Wall is like the whole moral of the story, basically.
Yeah.
So to hear that he's just doing, a concert. Now, was he doing anything from his new album?
Yeah, he's got stuff from the new album in there as well.
Okay.
But he also
Figured.
knows, that his bread and butter is pretty much the Floyd stuff,
Right.
Well, as I started to say a little bit earlier,
You know, you've got Deja Vu. I think Picture That's new. I'm assuming the stuff I didn't recognize immediately was the new record, because the other great thing about it too is I went into it not hearing much. I haven't gone deep with his record yet, so it was cool because I went into it not only never having seen Floyd, but I went into it not know, like, there's very few times I go to a concert where I don't know any of the songs, you know, and that whole experience. Like now I'm trying to, like, if I go to somebody like him, I'm trying not to necessarily like inundate myself, think about their catalog too much when I'm going in, you know. I just want to let it go
Right.
and organically happen. And yeah, I mean, he hits sort of all the things you're supposed to do as an entertainer too. You know, he introduced the band, but he did it late enough in the show. He, you know, he does that thing that not enough rock stars do, where he walks across the entire stage, so like everybody that paid money gets to see him.
Right.
He just seems to really get it, and there's a connection there. There's a connection there too. But Wish You Were Here was like, gave you goosebumps. And you know, I really liked Us or Them. The visuals for Us or Them was really great. At one point, you get the big flashing Resist. You get the pigs. I mean, you get, you know, it is a complete sensory overload. And if you don't understand his politics before the concert, boy, you sure do after, you know.
Right.
And there's this ongoing political theme to it, but there's also this sense of connection, and not only how the songs all go together, but sort of he's very much hitting on this theme of, like, you know, we are all connected. And that's
Right.
very much sort of the theme of what he's hitting with on the tour. But I mean, one of my great regrets is I've never seen Pink Floyd.
Right.
So if he's just this, I can't even imagine Pink Floyd's like, you know. Because there was a woman that was a couple seats down from me that I think had seen Floyd on every continent except Antarctica.
Right.
And I've seen him like over 200 times. And she was older than Methuselah, but like, she was like, every time I see Roger Waters, he reinvents himself, and it's great. You know, yeah.
What were you gonna say, John?
what I was going to say was that I was watching CBS this morning, this past Sunday,
Yeah.
and they had Roger Waters on talking about the tour and everything, and it was kind of cool. They actually rented for about a month, a stadium in Pittsburgh, I think it was, and just to work on all the ins and outs of the show.
Oh wow.
But yeah, he's coming to Tampa, and I had an opportunity to buy tickets, but they were just so freaking expensive.
John, what you do?
Well, here's the sad part. I'll get to what I got to do in a second. He said pretty much, well, at least what he said on CBS this morning was, this is his last tour. He goes, I'm 73 years old. It's, you know, it's a long tour. I'm going all over the world, and this is going to be it. So
have they played Tampa yet?
Not yet.
SeatGeek or StubHub, my friend.
Yeah.
I waited until the day, like literally the day of, and I'm like, I mean, I'm like literally like spending the day before going, I have to go. If I don't go, Widget's just going to yell at me, and I'm going to feel like I'm 5.
I wouldn't yell at you.
Well, it's going to be like James Coney in the Oval Office. That's how bad it'll be if I don't go see him.
Oh God!
You know, because Widget's such a tyrant. And
you're gonna have to hide in the curtains.
Yes, that whole morning is percolating. I'm like, let me go online, and if you just need one ticket, it was like fairly reasonable. It wasn't. I didn't have to pay. I paid less than face value, but I was in the nosebleeds, and I was totally fine with that, because actually for this tour, the farther back you are, the more you can see. You know, he was in the hockey arena here, so the acoustics aren't necessarily great, but he managed to overcome that.
Yeah, that's the same thing that that's the same place he's playing here.
And the amount of gear, Jesus Christ, how much gear does this man have? I mean, it was just like, and then so the thing is you have to go, John. I mean, I know it's a lot of money, but you have to go. I mean, there are certain people you have to see before you can't see them anymore. I'm seeing Tony Bennett tomorrow night for that exact reason. He's 90. He's the last man standing. I have
Yep.
to go. You know. So, yeah.
So basically, but in this arena setup, any seat, like you said, the farther back is the better, right?
Well, for me, that's me personally. I mean, the visuals are big enough that you could see them wherever you go. I mean, obviously,
Right, and I was just gonna say the thing with Floyd is you're not with Floyd. They don't want you to be there to see them, because what I remember is, and you saw this if you saw like Delicate Sound of Thunder, where they had that was the one with the round screen, the circular screen.
Yeah.
They basically had that because I saw the Division Bell tour, and it was basically even more so. I mean, like the screen was bigger, and they were very small compared to the screen, but there wasn't any of this. If you go to a show like in a venue like this, and there will be screens so that when you're way back in the nosebleeds, you can see the people. Yeah, there was none of that, because they're like, you're here for the music, you're here for the visuals, we're just here, So, and I think that probably started with the Wall tour, because I remember reading a lot about when they were developing the idea of the live show, and Roger was like, how about we just play with our backs to the audience? He was like, because he didn't give a fuck. So yeah, if it's the sound and the visual spectacle, then I'm thinking, yeah, it would probably be, you'd be good, even like straight back in the directly across from the stage on the other side of the arena.
Yeah.
If I may ask, how much did you have to pay per seat, or for your seat?
I think it was like 70 something, 60 or 70 something, like 60. Yeah. I think it's like about 68. So I mean,
yeah, that's what I got here too.
But
I could have been like a third row from the front for $200.
I'm like, okay, if I go see,
through my work,
if I go see 3 mid-level bands in a month, I'm going to spend that. I might as well, I'm going to see I saw the Black Angels earlier, right? In the month. Like, okay, there's not enough mid-level shows that I'm going to see for a while. Screw it, And then I'm like, well, I mean, I wanted to see it, one, because Waters. 2, I wanted to see it to see how the visual presentation lined up with the music, because I'm fascinated with that. And then I kind of wanted to go to see the sort of people watch. And it is kind of a freak show to an extent in people watching, right? But it's, John, I mean, come on. Your son is going to Dragon Con to see Matt Smith. You should splurge and go see Roger Waters.
Really, they're the same person, though.
Well, actually, then you can tell what's his face too, that not only did you meet the 7th Doctor before him, but you saw Roger Waters.
Oh, he doesn't care about Roger Waters.
Well, he should.
And
I didn't realize he was that old either. But it was just
73.
He doesn't look. He's got so much energy. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't. Oh, when he said he was 73 on the program there, I was like, what? I mean, I get that he's 70. I mean, in my mind, I get that because Pink Floyd's been around forever.
Right.
But looking at him, I'm like, you look nothing like any 73-year-old that I know. Maybe some of the guys at the gym or whatever. But
yeah. You have to go, John. You have to.
And
make Lee go with you.
He also talked about Gilmore a little bit too, and how it's not that they're not friends or anything, but he said, look, I'm just too old anymore to care.
Well, yeah. I'm trying
we
to find.
We don't run in the same circles. We don't, whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, what he said.
They have that V&A show at the Victorian Albert that I desperately want to go to, but there's no way I'm going to get to it. I'm hoping it tours like the Bowie one.
Yeah. If it comes over here, I will find it on this continent.
Yeah.
I saw Gilmore played on for Comfortably Numb at one of Roger Waters' concerts. Maybe it was his last tour.
In that there is there's the ongoing speculation because of the
He
way
was-
they worked on the exhibition that they were. But the general theory is if they work on anything else but music, they get along great.
It's interesting though. He was also as far away from him as he could possibly be, and still be on the stage though, because he was standing on top of the wall. But
that's okay. I mean, that's kind of like you at FunFest with Widge.
Trying to get as far away from his phone. I would put if the microphone would reach to the back of the room.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that my deodorant offends you.
Oh, what deodorant?
Not the deodorant, lack of. Yeah, there you go.
God damn it!
So the other thing.
I sweat a lot.
The other elephant. Right,
I sweat a lot. That's a Faith No More song.
Please, I'm a human gorilla. I'm not going to have a conversation about sweat with anybody. So this guy walks into a sandwich store, right? Sandwich shop, right? Sits down and gets ready to order. The waiter comes up to him and says, "Oh, we're glad you're here, blah, blah, blah. By the way, just so you know, we can get you any sandwich in the world you want. And if you don't have it, we will give you $100." The guy's like, "Really?" And he goes, "Oh my God, that's great." And the waiter's like, "Think about what you want, I'll be back." So the waiter comes back. Guy tells him, "Okay, I want elephant balls on rye bread with lettuce." The waiter goes, "Okay, let me see what I can do." Comes back about 15 minutes later, hands the guy a check for $100. He goes, "I'm really sorry, sir. We're out of rye bread." Yeah, there's a kid. The kid comes into my work, tells me jokes all the time. So the other thing that you need to do, John, is I hate to say it because I was dubious. I was a naysayer. The Sgt. Pepper remaster shit, it's the real fucking thing. Because George Martin's kid did the mix on it.
Yeah.
And they changed it from the mono into it's pretty. I mean, and listen to it in headphones. It's pretty. And there's a PBS special on it that's been great. And to be fair, I'm biased because I love the Beatles, but it's
who doesn't?
Yeah, that's true. But there is like just it's like you're hearing it for the first time. The mix on it is so clear. Some of the extras are kind of like, okay, I can see why this isn't on the record, but some of it's like, oh, I see where this song came from.
Right.
And you don't necessarily need to get the deluxe edition. Just get like the 2-disc or the 2 vinyl thing, or I think it's all on Amazon.
You're talking to a completist weirdo.
I know. But what I'm saying, which is you could go to needcoffee.com and get the Amazon Prime version of it, the audio,
right,
and get most everything cheaper than you would pay for the whole package thing, right?
Gotcha.
But it's just, I'm like, really, they're gonna fuck with Sgt. Pepper? They're gonna do this to my childhood? And then literally everyone I know, it's like this groundswell of like, no, you have to. It's really, really good. Or I just might be in a good mood, and the drugs are working. All my happy pills are working, but it didn't. All of my ADD drugs didn't make me want to run and listen to something else. I actually could like sit for 40 minutes or whatever and listen to the whole thing all the way through repeatedly. Yeah, because it's really hard. One of the downfalls is when you do a radio show, you develop like a short attention span and stop thinking of like albums from start to finish. You start thinking of, oh, I like this song. What about, we find another song that goes to it, and you sort of lose that sense of like a full album, kind of.
Right.
Which is where things like Pink Floyd and the Beatles come in, because they sort of bring you back to you got to listen to the whole record, right?
Yeah.
But Sgt. Pepper is just, I mean,
it's the best album ever.
I think that and the KLF Chill Out are the 2 best records in the entire world. But yeah, it's John. Do you like the Beatles?
No, I hate them. I'm a Stones guy. No, I'm just kidding.
That's okay. They're next on my list of people to see.
Well, they'll be around for another 30 years, so
that's true. They're being kept alive. They're being kept alive by voodoo priests.
Well, I want to see them, but that's next. But
yeah, it looks like
of course I like the Beatles. And by the way, how I heard about that remaster, CBS Sunday Morning. God, I'm old, or they're old, or both of us are old.
Yes,
that's all right.
I think both.
CBS Sunday Morning though. That's that's really good TV. I'm sorry.
It is.
It really is.
It is.
You know.
So the cheapest tickets here for Roger Waters are $125.
Oh wow! And I can get mine for 65 here.
So you're getting a steal, John. You got to go.
John.
Where are they playing? Where is he playing in Atlanta?
Duluth, Infinite Energy Arena. I don't even know where the fuck that is.
That's where Kraftwerk.
It's in Duluth.
Oh, thanks, John. Infinite Energy Arena. Where the fuck are you? Oh, Gwinnett County. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what day is that happening?
That's not the new Falcon Stadium, is it?
No, I don't think so. So it's what? It's July. Oh, it's a Sunday. Okay, good. Then you could actually get to Gwinnett. That's good.
Yeah.
When is he playing?
Sunday, July 16th. Yes.
Okay, so it's here. He's here the 11th. That must be his next stop then.
John, I'm not someone that tells people to be a joiner. So when I do, it's a pretty big fucking deal.
God,
Take the boy. Take the boy.
Take the boy.
I don't know about that, but
take the boy, John.
I bring my daughter before
Take the boy.
You know, John, I knew I was disturbed when I was in high school, and Laurie Anderson played the same night as The Clash, and I ran across town to see them both.
That sounds pretty awesome, actually.
You say Lonnie Anderson?
Yeah.
Laurie. No.
Can you, Rob? I would like to see. I'd like to see Lonnie Anderson covering some Laurie Anderson songs.
Oh, Superman with Lonnie Anderson.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Mom and Dad. Oh my God. With the light bulb. She'd have to put the light bulb in her mouth.
Yes.
Oh
God. And just as a side note, yelling "Take the boy" freaked out the dog upstairs.
Yeah.
Is ready to jump into action.
Yeah, she's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
John, you will look back upon this, and it'll be with you. It will haunt you if you don't see Roger Waters. In the same way that I didn't go see the Smiths still kills me. I'm telling you.
The bassist for my band had a chance to go see Miles Davis for free and didn't go. I know, right?
Well, he is a bassist.
Hey, now.
I say this as a reformed bassist.
It's okay.
A recovering bassist. Now, I was looking at his sets, and his sets are pretty much the same every night. Although, where was I finding it? Yeah, like for example, I mean, some of these I would love to hear, like Set the Controls he did in Mexico City. So he did Shine On You Crazy Diamond, 1 through 5. And there was one, where was it? It was the Bridge School benefit, where he did The Bravery of Being Out of Range. That's the one thing is that I wish he would do, like something from Pros and Cons, which I absolutely fucking love. I love Pros and Cons of Hitchhiking. Yeah. I'm actually, I like all of his stuff. I'm fond of Radio Chaos. I think Amused to Death is actually a really great album. So, but I understand. Oh, good Lord.
Sorry. I was way far away, too.
Wow. Rob, we could have been killed.
That's okay. Wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, Lee's here, but she's on mute.
Hi, Lee.
Now she's
Wonder Woman.
Hi, Lee. Hi, Lee. I have not talked to you in ages.
I haven't talked to you in ages. Look, picture. This is. Can you see it?
No.
Can you see it now? Why can't you see it? Wait. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I don't think I have my thingy on. Do I have my thingy
on? No,
now?
I can see it. I just can't make it out.
It's a Wonder Woman glass.
Oh, I see
nice.
it.
It came with a Wonder Rita tonight. I didn't have the Wonder Rita because it has tequila in it. And it had sriracha, which was but it's Wonder Woman.
Couldn't you just got in the Virgin?
And that movie kicks ass.
Lee, first of all,
you probably could have.
Yeah, John, you should see it.
Oh,
Have you
I
not
saw
seen it
it.
yet, John?
No, I saw it.
It's
I was saying,
awesome.
couldn't you have done the Virgin
Oh my
Wonderita?
God. You probably could have
Just
done
like-
a Virgin
just like-
Wonderita, but that would have been like
Just like
pineapple
Wonder Woman
juice.
is a Virgin.
Exactly.
Well,
I don't
maybe
think. Yeah,
not
don't
anymore.
go there. I saw that scene. It had pineapple juice and siracha
Ugh.
and
What, that
other
scene did?
citrus juices. No, the
Oh,
Wonderita.
sorry.
there were juices, but various juices, but not-
Hey, that
one-
takes us back to takes us
okay.
back to Wonder Rita Meter Maid.
I was just about to say that. Yes.
I love that song.
Yes.
It was so good.
I have not
I
seen
know.
it
It
yet.
was so
No
good.
spoilers for Widge. Lee,
Yeah.
it's good to talk to you. My wife says hello.
Hi, Janet. I like your wife. Wait, spoilers. I'm sorry. It's Wonder Woman, and there's World War II, and she kicks ass. What
World War
spoiler
II.
am I
Wait,
gonna
wait.
give you?
World War One. World
Yeah,
War
I
One.
said World War One.
Are
Yeah,
we-
World War
did we
One.
watch- Okay. Was
World
there
War
another film?
The spoiler was that it was World War II.
Spoiler.
God damn
The
it!
spoiler was
Yeah.
I saw the next one. No, it was so good,
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
and there were and Wonder Woman and Gal Gadot was very very good,
Yeah.
and Gadot, Peggy, what's her
Yeah.
Jenkins, Patty Jenkins. Oh my God, she can film stuff. She can film fight scenes.
Can I tell you?
In
can I tell
light.
you- Can I tell you the most surprising
light.
thing about? And the most surprising thing about that film was in the
That it was
credits when it
good.
said story by
Yeah.
Zack Snyder. Like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
No,
There's way
story by
that's-
3 people. There was a little tiny bit of
Well,
Zach and a lot of the other two. And one of them was
all
a
the
woman.
slow
Thank you,
motion
God.
was Zach.
That's true.
Yeah, all the slow mo was Zach. I
just
think
wrote in-
Zach
he just
came up
wrote
with the
in
basic story, and that was it.
He's
Yeah.
fighting scene
'Cause it
here,
was-
slow motion, lots of it, and then they went.
Lots
they went
of
back
it.
and went, we'll
Yes.
And
we'll
then-
erase
okay.
the lots of it part.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was so good. And the CGI, which you'll see this, I'm not giving anything away. The second time she used the whip, I wasn't so excited because I didn't think it looked very good. But the
Well,
last time she uses the
wait,
whip, awesome.
What whip?
Spoiler alert! She's using a whip now instead of a lasso.
Well,
the
the
fuck?
lasso. It
Oh,
looks
okay.
like she plays with it kind of like it's a whip, but it's a lasso. Sorry, it's the lasso. It's the lasso.
Yeah.
And all of the people that are in it are really, really good. And that's Robin Wright, who, oh my God, I love Robin. I loved Robin Wright when she was playing on Santa
Yeah.
Barbara so many years ago. And
She's fantastic.
she is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, she was fantastic then.
Oh, I
And
know.
now she's, she's so good. And it's so good.
It is good.
And they're good lines. And this is probably, and I cannot remember the name of the movie, but this is probably the best movie I've seen Chris Pine act in, not just kind of but act
Yeah.
in since the movie
Yes.
when he had long hair and it was about wine and between America and France
Oh.
and he got
I have,
wines.
I have no idea.
I cannot remember the name of that movie. It's kind of driving me a little
Probably
crazy.
for the best.
Way to figure that out. Hmm.
I know I don't have it on. I'm scared that my thing will go boom if I try to look up anything. But he
Yeah.
was really actually good in that. And
Yeah.
look, ask John. I was
See a
on the game
doctor.
show and it went
You
boom.
need to see a
It kept
doctor.
going boom. I know,
Yes.
but it was so. Everybody needs to go see this movie. I mean, I know a lot of people already have. I wasn't
Yeah,
able to go
that
this
is
weekend.
Set a record for opening.
It
but-
did. It did.
Yeah.
It set a record in opening. Yay!
Well, it did. It
And-
did for that weekend. Yes. but
It did
not
for that
all.
weekend,
Yeah.
and it's the biggest opening for a female director. And it was so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so
Yes.
good.
And
Wait,
what I like is,
I
did
want
you
to
see
talk
the-
about it, and you.
I will run away for a few minutes if you need to talk about it. But I just wanted to point out what Cassette posted on Facebook, which is that when they did reshoots, Gal Gadot is 5 months pregnant,
Yes.
Yes.
and I did not know she's a former member of the Israeli Special Forces.
Yep.
Yes.
What a badass! And okay, Lee,
Yes.
I was going to discuss this with Kim because I enjoy the idea of her going off in this regard, but I just want to ask, because I don't, what is the deal with apparently people with penises having a problem with this movie? Is there,
Okay. Well, first of all, it is again. I hate using this term, but it's not all men because we've heard 2 men on this one who've said it was really good. But a lot of movie critics
Yeah.
those men who have little tiny penises, we happen to know that because that's why they're movie critics.
Whoa, whoa.
For pay,
easy.
for pay,
Easy.
for pay.
He gets
Oh,
paid too.
Yeah, God.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry about your penis.
Sorry
Yeah,
about your
thanks,
penis
lady.
wedge. Sorry
Yeah.
about your penis wedge.
Sorry about that. You should really
They
see a doctor,
just
Ridge.
can't stand. You should, or all those pills I see advertised sometimes. They
Hey,
they just
I got that commercial gig, and it was a good gig, and it paid well.
sorry, but I just held up my little pinky finger, everybody. That's why he's giggling. I would just say that some of the men who are having problems with this movie have had problems with almost every movie. These are also the same people that asked, Scarlett Johansson what it was like, how hard it was to get into her latex catsuit and what she did to make sure her body was set up, and then would ask things of Robert Downey and Chris. Whoops.
Well, okay. To be fair, I would, but not from a weird point of view, but simply from a practical point of view.
Yes.
Ask that. What does it take to get into that goddamn thing?
Well, I don't know.
But anyway, but my point is that, so do you think that it's a problem they have with it being populated by a lot of strong women? Is that the problem?
Oh, yes.
Because
I think that's exactly it.
Because I don't know what their problem is, but I kind of like the idea of a woman who could beat the shit out of me. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but
I think it might be you.
It might be me. Molly Millions. I love Molly Millions characters. Like Angela Bassett from Strange Days. That's hot as fuck. Trinity from The Matrix. Hot. They're all playing Molly Millions. They're all playing the character from Neuromancer, basically. So I have no problem with strong women. I like strong women. There, I've said it, and I'm not ashamed.
I'll go out on a limb and say I even like women.
That was a story that my parents used to love to tell about when I was very, very tiny. That I had speech impediments, and when someone brought me tea, they asked me if I wanted lemon, and I said yes, I really like women. And I was like 4, so I've had a fondness for a while, I would say.
By the way, the movie we were talking about earlier, the name she was looking for was Bottle Shock. Bottle Shock.
If you guessed Bottle Shock at home, 5 points.
And Lee has no, she's still here. Is she?
Is she?
She's waving.
Did I scare her away?
She's now on mute. Now she's on mute, but we can't hear her because, as normal, she has technical difficulties. She can hear us.
I freaked her out with my admission that I like women.
She ran away.
I know that. Hey, that's the story of my life. It's just because Cosette stuck around, so I was like, oh, she's a keeper. I tried to scare her off, and she wouldn't scare off, and I went, okay, cool. I guess she's the one. Hooray! So my favorite reaction to Wonder Woman, though, was somebody online who tweeted, I forget who it was, but they basically were like, oh my God, Wonder Woman was great. Hey, if all the DC movies are this fun, I'm going to go watch them right now. And then he said, 9 hours later, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, A stuck around with me. That's why. A stuck around with A. Oh, Andrew, her husband. Totally turning computer on and off and be back. Okay.
That was like the quickest turning on and turning off of a computer ever. But we still can't hear her. I don't think she turned it all the way off.
I don't think she did either. I think she may have turned the monitor off and back on.
I don't think she knows how computers work. I think she knows how fingers work, though, apparently.
Whoa.
And as we learned from Wonder Woman, that's really all you need. There is a very unnecessary and awkward scene in Wonder Woman. It was completely unnecessary.
Okay.
Actually, there were two, but whatever. I personally didn't think the whole love interest thing was necessary. I mean, to get to the final conclusion of that the ham-fisted moral at the end,
That also sounds like a
works.
euphemism.
it works. But other than that, no,
Okay.
it was a really good film.
I just saw reports online of like
I will
people
see
saying that
it again.
guys and talk about something else and I'll be back. No, we're going to talk about this. I was reading reports of like guys in screenings of it that were just more fidgety than usual. And I'm going, what the fuck is going on? So that's why I was just asking. People are weird.
Yeah, they are. We should know.
Yeah. It's a good thing none of us are people. Fuck.
Yes. So how about all those condoms that were stolen in Las Vegas?
What?
There was a break-in at a adult store or adult warehouse in Vegas where the thieves got away with 30,000 or in some odd condoms. That's what they stole.
Now, you could take them to Africa and distribute them and be heroes. These are demon-free condoms.
Well,
Take
them,
use them.
Apparently the next day they broke back in again because, I guess they're out of condoms.
Wait, now let me ask you this. Did they like steal boxes and not know that they had walked off with 30,000 condoms, or did they like steal the safe and the safe was full of 30,000 condoms? Why do you break back in?
So they broke back in and stole $15,000 worth of adult toys.
How do you get broken into twice in a row? What did somebody just put a sheet of tarpaulin over the
second time they
hole in the wall?
They drove a car through the cargo.
Holy shit!
And then but the thing is, the first time, maybe you thought it was a warehouse that had, I don't know, valuable stuff, let's say. But after you broke in the first time,
I don't know, John. I mean, some adult toys are expensive. So I hear.
They got $15,000 worth of stuff. So
I hear.
Yeah, that's what I hear too. So mostly from Rob, since he can't talk now or he's disappeared. I don't know what happened to Rob. Pause for Rob. No Rob. Okay.
No Rob. Well, here's something else we could talk about. So I just would like to give a pro tip to all of our listeners who I know engage in exorcism. And that pro tip is this. If you are engaged in an exorcism, anyone in the house who is not directly involved in the exorcism, get them the fuck out of the house. Please.
Why would you know this?
Why did we get on exorcisms?
You said to talk about something else. I was just doing what you said.
Okay.
We already talked about the grand theft that were occurring in Vegas, so now we're back to this.
We heard about the $30,000 worth of condoms and $15,000 worth of sex toys.
No. You misunderstood what I said. You misunderstood what I said. It was 30,000 condoms. It wasn't $30,000.
Sorry.
It's
I was saying
roughly
that was
$7,000
like-
worth of condoms.
I was just basically saying that we heard about Lee's antics in Las Vegas. That's all I was going to say.
Look, Trump has cut the funding for healthcare so badly that now healthcare professionals have to go break in and steal condoms.
Fuck
That's
this.
it. We needed the
Planned
condoms.
Parenthood.
Please give us the condoms. Yeah. No, I hadn't heard about that. I'm much more listening to all the Comey news right now. But oh my goodness,
I'm sorry, the what news?
James Comey.
Oh, sorry.
James Condom.
Sorry.
No, not that. Not that.
We were talking
No.
about sex toys, so I heard something else.
Okay, so wait. So it was 30,000 condoms and 15,000 sex toys, or $50,000 worth.
But
Now, tell her the kicker, though, John.
it was on two separate days. The first day they stole they broke in and stole the condom. The second day, they took a truck and ran through the cargo hold and stole
Because
the
they needed.
toys. Well, they realized they couldn't have one without the other, I suppose.
Actually, you could have, but okay. Okie
I
dokie.
mean, not 30,000 of them.
No.
You obviously need $15,000 worth of toys.
Well, I think that maybe they figured after using about 20,000 of them, they might get bored and need to spice it up somehow. I mean, so I've heard.
What? I wonder what you do with 30,000 condoms. I mean, that should hold Vegas for a couple of nights.
Three words.
Lee,
Water balloon fight.
No,
I've got
I really hope not in Vegas.
four
No.
words. 4 words. Live action safe hentai.
Okay.
And weirdly, only involves 2 characters.
Yeah. Hang on, wrap those tentacles.
That's a lot of tentacles. I don't want to. Oh, wow. I actually, John, thought that scene wasn't unnecessary. I thought it was funny as hell.
Well, okay, that scene was fine, I suppose. It was funny, but I also
Wait a minute. So I just want to make
We're
sure
back
that
on Wonder
I'm
Woman.
understanding what's happening.
we're back
Is
on the
that-
exorcism.
No, I got that. Is that Lee, you and John are now having a discussion about whether or not a scene involving some kind of fingering was necessary in Wonder Woman?
There wasn't any fingering.
It was a discussion about how men are unnecessary.
Well, no,
Oh.
we need you for procreation.
Procreation, and that's all. So
Well, that's accurate.
no, it's factually correct.
Yes.
It
It is factually correct. There
I
was
don't
no
know.
alternative facts there.
I don't know why it was necessary in the film, other than for humor.
Other than for making Chris Pine uncomfortable, and also Chris Pine, the above average line was rather hysterical because he only needed one hand to cover up. That's all I'm saying.
But the whole
And he has little itty bitty tiny ears.
I don't know that they needed the love scene though.
They didn't need the love scene. I actually could have done without the love scene. I could have done without the love scene. I will admit that.
It would have been fine for her to just acknowledge that. Okay, yes, I understand what these feelings I'm having for a guy are, and that should have been enough. But
That should have, I think, a very nice
because
closed door
they're at war.
longing glance would have been. I think a longing glance would have been fine. I would have been fine with that. I also would have been fine with. Oh, I can't say anything.
Besides, she needs to save herself for Bruce
Bruce who?
Wayne.
Bruce Lane? Who's that?
Bruce Wayne.
You know,
No,
Batman.
not
Batman.
No Bruce Wayne. No Bruce Wayne. And well, I don't know. I loved. Okay.
No, in the comics, they were an item.
I know. Well, I will also say
They were?
in Justice,
Yes.
in the first Justice League cartoon, when Kidlet was tiny, I thought Bruce and Diana would be damned adorable. I mean, I kind of shipped Bruce and Diana in that because she gave him hail, and it was adorable. And I figured out what was wrong with my computer. It really just wanted to update a lot of stuff. So, oops. I haven't updated my computer in a while. Also, I loved that again. It was much like Captain America, and it's going to get a lot as more and more people watch it and really think about it. It's going to get more and more reviews comparing with Captain America. Again, though, good job with the historical context and the historical background. I was very impressed with that. That was good. That was yay. And Diana was awesome, and her mom was awesome. And the whole cast was awesome. David Lupin from Harry Potter. He was great. It's the other guy you always see, and whenever
What was
you
that?
see him. Huh?
That was her phone agreeing.
That was my phone
okay.
ring. Sorry. I don't know what my. And then the other guy who you always see when he comes in a movie, and you're like, you're a German, you're a bad guy, you're always a bad guy. I don't remember his name though. What's his name, David? John.
What
No, I know
the
you're looking
lead villain?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Houston. Dan Houston.
That's him. Yeah. You know, there you go. When you see him, you're always like, you're a bad guy. You're a great bad guy.
Yeah,
And
he's good even when the film is shit around him.
Exactly. He's been in a lot of movies that the film looks shit. Speaking of the film looks shit, but what the hell was it? We saw a trailer for some kind of storm movie that basically we have a weather satellite and it goes kablooey. And it was like there was tornadoes and snow and freezing airplanes out of the sky and huge tsunamis. It looks like Andrew leaned over and went, that looks like it should be on the Sci-Fi Channel. That should be a Sci-Fi original. I was like, I'd watch it then, but it had like Ed Harris in it. So I don't know.
Okay.
So that one's gonna look interesting. Storm, what was it called?
Geostorm.
Geostorm, that's it. It looks really it looks really Sharknado-y. Let's go with that.
Well, it's co-directed and co-written by Dean Devlin. So
Oh, yeah. Okay.
wow, though. Yeah, not a bad cast. Gerard Butler,
Woo!
Abby Cornish, Andy Garcia, Jim
Mhm.
Sturgis. Wow.
I told you. I saw Ed Harris. I'm like, does Ed need a house?
Apparently.
Maybe Ed needs a house. I don't know. It was good. And then what other one? I don't think I saw anything else. I went, ooh, I can't wait to see that. The Scarlett Johansson Bachelorette movie sounds really cute, but I'll see it on HBO. But again, this director, Widge, you were making the joke about maybe all the DC movies are this good. No, they're not. I saw Batman. I have not paid for anything since Superman, the first one with Cavill.
Man of Steel.
Yep.
Man of Steel. Thank you. So went to Man of Steel and was like, no, Superman doesn't kill people. Sorry, spoiler. Then
Not
saw-
entirely accurate.
He
He has.
whole
In fact,
point-
In fact, he killed Zod at one point.
well,
Well,
in that one he did.
the whole
That bothered
point
me.
is the whole point is when he does it, it's supposed to be a really fucking big deal.
Uh-huh.
And part of the reason it is a really fucking big deal is because he's been around for so long not killing people. I mean, when he first showed up, he was killing people. I mean, all the characters are generally, basically, if you say, oh, well, that character doesn't do that, he probably has at some point. Like
Oh.
Batman had a gun at one point, you know?
I know. Well, he was a detective at one point that he was just in the night. He really wasn't what he is now.
What?
Batman.
No, he was Batman, but with a gun.
Wait. Yes, but he was more of a detective than.
Anyway, the point being is
I know.
that in the general canon, you know, it's like the whole
General
point of
canon?
yes, the whole point also
It
of
was
like
canon.
Batman fighting Superman from like Dark Knight is the fact they've been around and known each other and been allies for years.
Right.
So the two of them turning on each other is a really big fucking deal. So the
Right.
problem that they have is that they have taken these things that are really big fucking deals and they've just thrown them out there with no setup whatsoever. It you know, it's kind of like what bugged me about the Harry Potter movies. Hey, also Warner Brothers, is that they would say, "Oh, well, we don't have to establish this because
It's
it was in
book.
the book that everyone's read the books."
But not everybody has.
Well, yeah,
Well-
especially with DC.
Well, in DC, I mean, I think the other thing. So I saw Batman versus Superman while I was on a plane. So I mean, I guess technically I paid for it because I was on a plane, but not really.
Not really,
They
not
could give me my $2 back for that, and it was hideous. It was so bad.
That's bad.
Yeah. It's
It was so bad. I was very sad at how bad. And then
it's got
recently,
moments.
finally saw Suicide Squad on HBO,
Oh, that's horrible.
and that was just—it's so
Yeah.
horrible. It's funny horrible in a way. It's like it's so horrible. You're like, were you guys trying to make this that bad?
And what's
And you can-
sad about that is that it could have been good.
Yeah, you had
Because
a really
I actually-
good cast.
It had a good cast. I liked Will Smith as Deadshot.
I didn't mind him. No,
Yeah, I liked the way they had set it up. It just the setup was nice. but then it just got stupid and just kept going down.
Well,
The
and then,
the editing in that film is some of the worst editing I have seen in a long
Yeah.
time,
Well-
outside of a sci-fi movie. And by sci-fi, I mean sci-fi.
a sci-fi original, yeah. Amanda Waller is supposed to be. She's supposed to be scary, but she's not evil. I mean, or she doesn't. The amount of evil she was in that movie did not go with everything else I've ever seen about Amanda Waller.
Well, now what I'll say is I don't think she was evil. I wouldn't call it evil, personally. I wouldn't call it evil. I would say that she was just basically the ends justify the means.
She
Straight up.
shot 6 people in cold blood who thought they were going to be able to get out with her.
Yeah, I mean, I could see her doing that. The character as they had set it up, I could see them doing that. And in fact, that was one of the things that I do that basically made me go, okay, well, this might be worth seeing, was the trailer with her in it. Because she was fucking scary.
Oh,
I
yeah. And in the trailer, I really, and the when she does the dinner and she does the thing with the Joint Chiefs and all that, I'm like, oh, I like this Amanda Waller. It was towards the, I guess towards the end, I'm like, no. It just kind of, it just went just enough off the rails, and I'm like, no, I can't follow it. And again, it wasn't the characters. Again, Will Smith, I thought, was actually decent. I actually liked Margot Robbie. I'm not a huge Harley Quinn fan, but I liked Margot Robbie. I like her in a lot of stuff, actually. So, I mean, she's a pretty good actress. I liked Tom Hardy in anything, so I thought he was fine. But that's another John where the reshoot.
Whoa! Tom Hardy was not in that film. He was going to be at one point. Who did he play?
Who was the guy with? He was the guy with the beard thing and the unicorn.
Boomerang? No, that wasn't him.
What?
Who was it?
Captain Boomerang was somebody else.
Who was he?
Tom Hardy.
Captain Boomerang was what's his name?
No, that wasn't his name. That'd be a really weird name to name your kid.
No, Jai Courtney.
That was Jai Courtney?
That's a really weird name to name your kid.
It is. I liked him. I thought he was funny. Yes, it was.
Hold on. Now I'm confused.
It was not Tom Hardy.
It was not Tom Hardy. He was supposed to be in the film at one point.
He wasn't a DC film, but it was a different one.
And not the DC expanded universe.
But I will say that Jared Leto was absolutely hideous as the Joker.
Yeah, that did not work at all.
Well, actually, I guess we disagree there. I actually didn't mind. I thought that he was used too sparingly, to be honest with you. If you're going to put him in there a lot more. I actually didn't mind that take on Joker.
You didn't?
No, I didn't. It was different.
My problem with it was that
Love you, Unite.
It wasn't even that, it was different from any other Joker we had seen. It was just one of the things I thought it was indicative of the DC cinematic universe and their attempt to be really gritty, that like everybody had tattoos. It's like I can understand like certain like Diablo with his body tattoos and everything. Like if that was his thing, that would be cool. But everybody had fucking tattoos, it seemed. And as somebody pointed out,
I say that every time I go into Lowe's now. Anyway,
well, they all have the same kind of tattoos. So it didn't work for me. Now, and I think somebody else brought up something that that I was like, okay, that is something else that bugged me. I didn't even know how to say it. Maybe JJ said this on one of the podcasts. I don't remember where I heard it initially was somebody saying, I cannot see the Joker sitting still long enough for someone to tat him up.
Well, that is, I wouldn't disagree with that. I mean, I think, the other issue was how many tats he had. I think, am I still here?
Yes.
Okay,
No.
I can't.
Well, I don't know if you're. I don't know if you're still here, but we can
I
hear you.
am, but I can't see you guys again. I did something else and then it went away.
It's. I don't know if that's very important.
I don't know why it does these things to me. It hates me.
You were saying though.
What was I saying? Oh, I think what also bothered me about him was that the tattoos kind of all over like it was. That just it didn't at least on the Joker to me it doesn't make sense.
I didn't mind. I just saw him as the millennial Joker.
A millennial Joker? I don't know. And
Are you saying that millennials have destroyed the Joker too, John?
I'm
Probably.
saying.
Them
I'm
goddamn
saying,
avocados.
yes.
I'm so sick of
That's why his
avocados.
hair is green. All the avocado toast he's been eating.
Oh yeah, damn
Avocados.
avocado toast. We're
And it
gonna find
rotted
out that
his teeth, so he
avocados
needs the
aren't that
gold.
damn good for us, and then watch out. Okay, so I just looked up Jai Courtney. Sorry about that. I'm very confused.
Oh, that's okay. He's fine with you not associating him with that movie.
He probably is, but honest to God, could they have made him look more like Tom Hardy in that kind of makeup? I mean, really?
You know what? I honestly don't know what Tom Hardy looks like because he looks different every single freaking
Every movie.
time.
Well, right. I guess that's why I thought it was him.
It literally could have
What?
been Tom Hardy, just under a different name.
Watch Taboo.
Oh,
It's
everybody's
awesome.
telling me I got to watch that too, and
You
I haven't
gotta
watched
watch Taboo. It's awesome.
I've been hearing that. I will also say season 3 of The Leftovers. Haven't gotten to the finals. Have not seen the finale. Been watching. I'm about 2 episodes out, and I'm loving it. Season 3.
Did you watch Lost? You watched all of Lost, right?
I lost. Yes.
Oh,
No, I
God.
never watched Lost, as you well know.
Wow.
No, I didn't watch Lost.
Well, okay, then you'll be prepared to understand why.
Why everybody hates Lost? Okay.
Upset
Well,
people.
the moment,
Oh, I've
yeah,
listened.
the moment John goes, so have you seen Lost? I'm like, oh fuck, that's not good. This isn't going anywhere
That's
good.
never ever. Yeah, whenever John says that, that's never ever a good sign, folks.
Yeah, Lindelof.
Probably screwed.
Lindelof is the Brian Bendis of television.
I'm waiting. I'm
Comes up
ready
with
for.
a great premise, can get 3/4 of the way through it. Somebody else should just take it over for the ending.
Oh, look, I am so excited though. Sorry, going down on writers.
Whoa,
Whoa!
hey,
Going down a path to talk about writers.
I write a little league.
Yeah. What I meant to say was I'm very happy to hear that Glenn Morgan and a lot of the great writers are coming back for season 11 of the X-Files. I'm very happy about that.
Wait,
so
they're
sorry,
doing more?
talking about writers. But,
Oh, as long as they keep
Glenn,
as long as they keep everything away from Carter, we'll be okay.
that's
He can-
exactly right.
He
Just
can
don't
direct
overtake.
or whatever, but just don't write.
No, Carter can give you an idea and then you make him go surf because otherwise he'll fuck it up. It's kind of like Zack Snyder. Oh, there we go. Back to Wonder Woman. No, we're kind of all over the place tonight. Am I missing pages of the script?
no, the script is just a little.
It wasn't
Fucking
collated
crazy like
properly.
Okay. Well, okay, but Suicide Squad is so bad. It's one of those movies you can put on and just like have noise in the background. So I'm okay with that. And then all right, what else? That's it so far, isn't it? Yeah. I'm not excited about Aquaman. I'm sorry. I like Jason Momoa. I hope it does well because, God knows he is a really kind of sweet guy. And just hysterically funny when he's hungover. But yeah.
Oh, I remember that story, Lee, and you made him breakfast the next morning.
I did not stop it. It was not the story.
So, well,
Yeah.
I mean, my thing is, having seen the actual Justice League trailer versus the Comic-Con footage,
Yeah.
I'm not
Mhm.
really excited about the Justice League movie.
No, unless it's all Wonder Woman, I'm not that excited either.
Well, see, here's the thing. I like Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought that he and Gal Gadot were the best parts of Batman v Superman. Because, say what you want, I thought Affleck basically embodied what Bruce Wayne was supposed to be. And the warehouse fight was fucking awesome. That is where they captured Frank Miller Batman the best is because it was just brutal. It wasn't like Batman dodging this, that. No, Batman was getting the shit smacked out of him. It's just he's wearing fucking armor.
That is true. That's
So-
I'll give you points. Yeah.
That captured it for me. But I watched the trailer and I'm like, okay, so it's Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, and what else? Cyborg.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's your Justice League? And of course, Superman's going to show up at some point. But I'm like, that's your Justice League?
Yep.
Really?
That's your Justice League. Yep.
And what's sad is, it's like, you look at that, and okay, to be perfectly fair, it could be fucking awesome. I wish it were fucking awesome, because I was a DC guy to begin with. So I wish it was awesome. But I can't see how they're going to possibly get the impact of the hero shot of Avengers, where they're all together and there's that circular thing in the alien battle in New York, where
Right.
you see all of them together at once in a circle, and
Mhm.
that's the payoff for all of phase 1 of
Right.
the Marvel Universe. All the fucking movies before then were leading up to that point, and Tony Stark saying, "Call it, Captain." That is the fucking shit right there.
No, and you believed it. You believed all of it.
You don't believe it. But you look at and I think that shot was even in the trailer too, and it was still fucking awesome when it showed up. But I look at Justice League and I go, I don't know who any of these characters are, apart from Batman, and I guess know Wonder Woman after the movie, right? But they're
Yes.
basically introducing 3 characters,
Yep.
and then Cyborg, who looks like shit. I mean, he
Yeah.
looks like CG shit.
Well, here's the other problem I have with Justice League, and I know it is a cartoon, but if you watch the Justice League cartoon they put out, I guess now, honest to God, 10 years ago, a little over that, they did Justice League and they did Justice League Unlimited, and those 2 cartoons on the Cartoon Network were great. There were some good stories in there. There was a lot of Superman and Batman kind of conflict, because there's a great one about Darkseid, and Superman was going to kill Darkseid and Batman doesn't let him, and they actually, at the end of it, Superman's just like, "You don't know everything, Bruce," and he says it in such a way, and you're just like, dang,
Yeah.
Superman's pissed. And you had, and Michael Rosenbaum was Flash, and he had it's kind of like, as you said early on, I think a part of the reason nobody was ever really thrilled with all the other Spider-Man is he didn't have that cute snark talking all the time thing till we got to Tom Holland. And we got Tom Holland now doing that, and you're like, the best Flash was Michael Rosenbaum. He was constantly being that Flash character. And even when they brought in Aquaman towards the end, he was kind of a jerk. And then they let him go away again, so we didn't have to see him too much, because Aquaman's really boring.
He doesn't
Really
have to be
boring.
really boring. He doesn't have to be
He
really
doesn't have
boring.
to be, I know, and hopefully he won't, but, he can be. And the Teen Titans cartoon had Cyborg, and they've done some great things with Cyborg.
Oh, Cyborg's a great
Yeah.
character.
Yeah,
I
Cyborg can
love
be a
the
great
Cyborg character.
I know.
I was
but you're like,
somebody was basically talking about they had done something called like Casual Titans, where they were drawing the Teen Titans as teens today,
mhm.
like basically just hanging out, and it
Okay.
was awesome. I don't know why, but it was none of this grim and gritty shit, right?
Mm-mm.
It was just
No.
them as teenagers. And I just kind of dug that, because I got my first I went back and looked. I found the cover of the first new Teen Titans book I bought. I was
Okay.
9. So that's how long I've been like
No.
digging Teen
Well-
Titans and enjoying Cyborg, especially because I'm like, what a great fucking idea for a character. Is that my entire body's interchangeable. I'm the Swiss Army guy. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing is, Teen Lit bought all of the Teen Titans series a bit ago because he loved the original Teen Titans. And that was on Cartoon Network. And he loves it, and he has been watching them. And they're fun damn shows and good stories and all of this. And it's just like, I don't trust Zack Snyder to give me a movie that's going to give me anything better than what I saw in those cartoons. I really don't. And I wanna, but I don't. I don't trust him.
And the other thing too is like Aquaman, to me, what's cool about Aquaman is not, the fact that he can talk to fish and stuff. It's the fact he is a king. And that's one of the things that was interesting about when they brought the JLA back under Grant Morrison, is they made something of the fact that Wonder Woman and Aquaman are both royalty.
Yeah.
He's a princess. He's a king.
Mm-hmm.
And so he is having to come at stuff from the standpoint of, yes, I understand that I'm trying to, do good and everything, but I have to look out for my people.
I got people.
I got people. And
I
it's
got
like
people.
in the Injustice series, the comic book series, it's like he basically, when Superman becomes a tyrant and everything, he goes, all right, I am now neutral. And the way he became neutral was Superman picked up Atlantis and dropped it in the middle of a desert. And he was like, I won't put you back unless you stop the shit. So he was like, I guess I'm stopping this shit then.
Wow.
So to me, I look at, Jason Momoa in the trailer where he's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, that doesn't strike me as a king. That doesn't seem like a ruler to me, especially if we're doing this from the standpoint of all these characters have been around for a while. Like, I mean, we've obviously seen that Wonder Woman has been around since World War I. Batman's been around for a while because he's gray-haired Batman.
Yes.
So I'm like, now we've got new, tattooed Aquaman, and I'm like, okay, this is just a little weird.
Well, and again, how do you do tattoos underwater? But hey,
no, I mean that just to me the whole. You could have a cultural tattoo. That's fine. I mean, there are reasons to get tattoos. I'm not anti-tattoo. It's just everybody having tattoos means it's a little weird. And it's like I actually like what it looks like they're going to do with the Flash. Yeah. Because I hate his fucking armor, but I mean, I think he's interesting from what I've seen from a character. But I'm just like, this is not. I don't see how this is going to sustain. Well,
I have a question about Flash because, there is a TV show Flash, and I know the TV and they're all different, all that. But in the TV show, he doesn't have electric sparklies all over him. And
no, that's out of the comic.
Okay. Oh, is that okay? So Suicide Squad, that is canon from a comic thing with all the little electricity all around him.
Well, first of all, let's be clear that pretty much when you say, "Oh, is that canon?" When it comes to DC and Marvel, there's no fucking telling what's canon at this point. I mean, I just don't. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know about in. I don't even. You know what? I don't even remember his bit in Suicide Squad. I know he was in it.
He was the one who actually caught Boomerang.
No. Now that you mention it, I remember, but I had completely forgotten the fact that he was actually in it. But
we saw everybody but Aquaman in Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman. Sorry.
So, but no, that is part of, I guess, the Speed Force.
Okay.
And I know they've set up they've set up that there's different universes in the Arrowverse. So in theory, the cinematic universe could still be tied somehow to the Arrowverse, I guess. But I am disappointed that they didn't take the opportunity of doing Flash of Two Worlds between movie Flash and TV Flash.
Yeah, that would,
But that would have made too much sense.
Well, yeah, if you're going to show all these different dimensions, that would be an easy way to let us go, oh, okay, we're just, again, different Kind of like Marvel, we're in 616 or are we in 2804 or which world are we in? So just it's really not that hard. Just let us, again, Widge, as you say, show me a little tiny thing, throw me a line. I will go with you. I am trying to follow you. I am. No, I don't. And that's actually, I think, the other thing about Wonder Woman, because I think, when I think about something like Captain America, and I think, because I loved Captain America, loved Guardians of the Galaxy, very different movies, loved them both. Loved the second Cap as much as the first. This is the same kind of thing. It tells a story, and it tells a story about somebody who already is pretty awesome, and then makes the others around them even more awesome. And so it's like, oh, it's such a good story. So I loved it. Everybody should see it and see it. I can't wait to go again because I want to get all the lines because there were some funny ass lines, some funny ass throwaway lines. But that was really good. And then what else? So that was good. What else have I seen lately that I liked? I'm liking Doctor Who. I like Capaldi now. Well, I liked Capaldi last time. I didn't like Capaldi and Clara. That was the problem. But I like Capaldi. I love Bill, and I like Capaldi, and I like Nardon. Widge?
I'm here. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
no. The only thing I was
But I
going
don't know if you've seen any.
I was going to ask about. I was going to ask Rob is apparently they've decided on the new Doctor or something.
Who the hell knows? I keep
Yeah.
hearing those rumors, but
Cosette showed up with pizza from a place from across town where they were shooting, and it's a place that I can't get to normally. So,
pizza.
so it's lovely. It's lovely.
No, but I don't know. I haven't seen anything since the last I looked at news, but I don't. Probably. Who knows? I mean, the problem is now the question is BBC is like, okay, well, Capaldi we didn't get great ratings on, so we don't want old men, and that's not why you got bad ratings. You got bad ratings because you had two people that didn't have as much chemistry as others had, and you needed to find somebody better. Sorry, I never liked Clara, so Clara, whatever. Never liked her, but she and Capaldi together were terrible to me. I'm sorry; those were just some of the worst.
I never actually watched any of the stuff with her. So.
Oh, okay. You never watched any. Oh, well, that's okay. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I haven't watched any Capaldi because I'm just like,
You could start now, because with Bill, she is awesome, and it's kind of cool again. No, it's great. It's fine. It's like, oh, good. We're back at the show I like. But now I already know that both of these people are going away, and that makes me sad.
Well, I think, what was it? I had heard that Chris Marshall from Death in Paradise was supposed to be the new Doctor. I don't know if that's been.
I have no idea. They had like 5 names. There were some women in the list at one point, but of course they were quickly kicked out. Idris Elba would love to do it, but doesn't have the time.
Oh, I would love for him to do it.
Oh,
Holy
Idris
shit!
Elba. I'm getting excited about the Dark Tower.
Yeah, it's.
But they better not try to make it a superhero. It's not a superhero movie. It's not a superhero movie.
No, the only thing about it that is superhero-ish from what I have seen in the trailer is just the fact that, he's got all the various chambers and he's flipping them around and stuff. I mean, that's.
Well, yeah.
But
he's gunslinger.
No, I know, but that's not from the book. That's their addition.
No, that's not from the book.
In fact, one of the coolest things in the book is that I think of when I think of the gunslinger is there is a scene, for spoilers who I don't know if it's going to be in the movie or who's read the books, but there's a scene in which he is being forced to mow down a lot of people.
Yep, a whole town. Yep.
Yep, and it talks about how he's reloading as he's backing up, having to take these people out, and how the cartridges are burning the tips of his fingers.
As he pulls them out.
Because he's basically like, reloading so quickly and then firing,
Mhm.
reloading. That to me was awesome. The one thing
Oh, yeah.
I will tell you, the thing that got me, first of all, I'm intrigued that in the trailer there's a cameo by the Overlook Hotel. I don't know
Yep,
if you saw that.
I
there's-
did.
There is a shot of a dead carnival called Pennywise's something.
I didn't notice that, but
Yep.
okay. Yep.
But so I'm intrigued at the what I would absolutely love is, of all the shared universe ideas that I
Mhm.
have heard, a Stephen King shared universe would actually make a fuck ton of sense.
Oh yeah.
Because all of his books, in
Mhm.
fact, you can go online and find how they are all tied together
All tied together.
and all tied to the Dark Tower in some form or fashion.
Well, and actually, in which is the one? Oh God, the one where they do the yellow brick road and they talk about Captain Trips and some other things.
Yeah, that's Wizard and Glass.
Thank you. Was there something in glass? All I could think of was like rose and glass. I'm like, I know
Yeah.
it's not rose and glass.
Yeah. No,
In that
but-
one, when they do the Wizard of Oz thing and talk about all that, and they actually talk about Captain Trips, and then
Yes.
there's like
Well, they-
little bits, and
Yeah, they
and then they
pass
talk
through.
about other worlds.
Well,
Yeah,
they pass through the stand. They basically pass
do.
through the stand. But
Yeah, and-
the thing about
and
so that idea appeals to me. But the second thing is, when Idris starts saying the creed,
mm,
I get fucking goosebumps.
I do too. And when he said, I have not forgotten the face. When he
Yeah.
got to the line, I have not forgotten the face of my father.
Well-
I had tears in my eyes.
Yeah, he who shoots with his hand has forgotten the face of his father. Yes.
Yeah. And then
But-
he says at the end, and he goes, I have not forgotten the face of my father.
Well, what he says at the end, at least in the version I saw, was "I kill with my heart," which is how it ends, because he shoots that guy with
Right.
his eyes shut, listening for it.
Yeah,
which I
because
thought
he's
was
shooting him
pretty
as they're
badass.
running. Yeah, is running
Yeah.
after Jake. No, I've seen a second trailer or something
Okay,
that says, I have not forgotten the face of my father.
I have to. Oh, but here's the other thing that was interesting about that too, is that you notice that fuck, what's his name? The guy playing Steven, Dennis
Yeah.
Haysbert,
Yeah.
his father. The theory is that they cast him as Steven so that when they do a TV spinoff of like young Roland,
Uh-huh.
that Dennis will be in it playing Steven.
That would
is
be
the
fun.
theory that
I like that theory. I'm good with that. I'm good with that
So-
theory.
And by the way, have
I'm
you seen
damn
the
good
trailer
too.
for It?
I have not seen the trailer for it because every time I see a goddamn picture for it, it freaks me the fuck out because I didn't think anybody could freak me the more the fuck out as Pennywise the Clown than Tim Curry, but this motherfucker is now doing it and I'm not happy. I don't like clowns already,
I know.
and this is just adding on to it.
Well, what's interesting
always.
is you know who it is, right?
I do. I keep remembering, but I forget who.
Well, it's Bill Skarsgård, who is the son of Stellan Skarsgård.
Okay.
You know Stellan Skarsgård. He's in Thor. He's the
in Thor.
scientist in Thor.
He's
I
the
forget
guy
his
that
name.
runs around naked at Stonehenge.
Yes.
Yes. And I
Who-
can't
who-
remember his name.
But
Yeah,
but yeah, the like, I mean, they've got the guy from Stranger Things. The lead
Yep.
kid from Stranger Things is Richie.
Ooh.
They've got
Ooh.
who else is in this? There was somebody else in this I recognized. Who the fuck was it?
And I am excited about Stranger Things season 2. Sorry.
As you should be, right?
As I should be, because that is so cute. And all the little kids still look so cute. They're so cute. No, I know. No, I haven't seen it. I'm gonna have to watch it, which I am.
You
I
should
don't
watch
know
it
that-
because it looks really good. It
Uh-huh.
looks scary, but
Uh-huh.
it looks really good. And
Yeah.
my fear is this.
Fucking
my-
clowns.
Well,
Yeah.
no, my fear about I don't know if you saw the miniseries, right?
Yes, I
you-
did. Long time ago. Yes, many years ago when it had
The miniseries.
it had
John
Harry-
Ritter and
it had John Ritter and Annette O'Toole
River
and
Phoenix.
River. Oh yeah, because they were playing the kids.
Yeah,
and
he's
who
one
was
of
the
the
guy
kids.
who was on Night Court? They had him as
Oh,
Richie, adult Richie.
Yes, it was Harry Dean Anderson.
Harry Dean
That's
Anderson.
his
There you
name,
go.
right? Harry Dean Anderson, right?
I had Harry Anderson. No
Harry
Dean.
Anderson, right? I think
Yeah,
he
no
had a
Dean.
middle
It's-
name, but
yeah,
anyway.
you're-
But basically, the in the miniseries, the kids
Mhm.
were great. The 1950s part was fantastic.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right. The person playing Stanley Uris in the new movie is young Peter Quill in Guardians of the Galaxy. So we've seen him before.
Oh, that's good.
But
Oh, that's actually a good Stanley.
yeah. But part of the thing is, and then the cast for the adults was great, but the second half with the adults was just awful because that is a very difficult thing to adapt because the ending of it is the book is pretty shit.
The ending of the book, yeah, it is one of those things with the ending of the book. You kind of feel like he got to the point where he's like, I'm tired. This is a lot of pages.
Well, endings
It's
are
kind of
hard.
like, let me wrap it up quick.
Oh, and the guy playing Bill, the young
Mm.
Bill, was the lead in Midnight Special with
Oh, that kid?
Michael Shannon.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's awesome. Yeah, he's an awesome little actor. In,
So
Midnight
it
Special.
looks like they've got a good cast, and the trailer looks really good. And I'm with you. It's like you go, who the fuck is going to be able to follow Tim Curry?
Oh, yeah.
And apparently they did offer it to Tim Curry at one point back when they were going to do it like years ago, like 10, 15 years ago. But at this point, it's just he's
Oh, he's too
old.
not healthy enough to do it right now.
Yeah.
No.
Well, he's mostly
He's not-
wheelchair bound.
Yeah, he's
He's
not
mostly
doing well.
wheelchair
now.
bound now and actually difficult to speak. He has to really work at it.
And the other thing is they have updated it so that instead of the 1950s, the kids portion takes place in the 80s, which
Well,
makes sense.
That makes sense. I mean, if you're gonna update it, let's update it. I mean,
Yeah,
I
and
just love
they also update the monsters. So you know that in the book, it appears as like a werewolf and a mummy and classic type of monster. I'm not
Yeah.
sure exactly what all they've done, but they've updated that for more contemporary monsters to make it make sense in the context. So
Once a president of the United States at one time.
Yes.
I know,
Right.
yeah, President of the United States.
So,
If they could do
Putin.
like the Kiefer Sutherland from, I'm thinking of the 80s, of course, because Kiefer Sutherland from Lost Boys, that
Oh.
kind of a vampire, that'd be kind of cool.
running drunkenly into a Christmas tree.
No. The scary Kiefer, young Kiefer, before all the other problems. I'm
The
excited.
one who
I'm
always has a
excited
problem
about it
for one
because like
day.
what?
The one who always has a problem for just one day. That Kiefer
Yeah,
Sutherland?
there you go. I'm glad this one in doing it. The other thing, Widge, about the Dark Tower, which I was very worried about, and now I'm not so worried about, is because I was like, you can't just, if you're going to do these books, I really want to see it. That they're not doing the books, and I'm actually okay. I'm actually happier about that. That they're actually even saying, look, we're taking like the first 2 books, maybe 3 parts of them, and putting it in this one, and I'm like, I'm good with that. Thank you.
Well, you know that basically they've said this is not the story of the books for a very specific reason, right?
No, what's this? No, I haven't heard the specific reason. So what's the
Well,
specific?
it's in the trailer, so it's if you pay attention to the trailer, you'll see it. Now you've read the whole series, right?
whole thing twice.
Okay. There is a very particular, without spoiling anything, about the nature of the series, shall we say?
Yes.
The shape of the series, shall we say?
Yes.
There is a very specific thing that an item that Roland
I
has at
know.
one
I know.
point.
Yeah, I know what he has. I saw that. That was actually one of the things that made me happy in the trailer, was seeing that on his belt.
So that's basically what they're saying is this is a sequel to the books,
And I'm
which
okay
I
with
thought was interesting. I was like, okay, that's fascinating because to me,
that's a good way to do it. Right.
well, I'm a sucker for. That's why in the middle of the Star Trek reboot, I leaned over to Cosette and I said, "This is the smartest fucking script we're going to see this year."
Yeah.
Because so I love how you don't have to kill everything else in order to.
No, and if we keep going down this, we're gonna get an Eddie, we're gonna get a Susanna, we're gonna get
I hope
Ollie
so.
the Bumble, But
Oi,
what?
it was Oi.
Oi, what did I say? Ollie? I did say Ollie. Sorry.
No worries.
Oi. Sorry. Long story about why I just called it Ollie. But yeah, no, I like that. I'm okay with that. And I think that's good because it's a different story of Roland, but it's still Roland and it's still Jake and it's still the Man in Black and all
Right.
of that.
So
Okay, so curious.
Yeah.
Who had the name Rick Flag or Randall Flag or whatever first? Suicide Squad or Stephen King? With all our shit that he's been bringing up Flag before for years.
well,
So fuck
remember
it.
it's Randall Flagg and Stephen King.
Yeah, but it's still Flag. I don't give a damn. It's still Flag.
Well, and also in Stephen King, it's Flagg with 2 G's, whereas Rick Flag
it's
is
Flag
1
with
G.
1 G. Yeah, whatever.
But Rick
G is
Flag
silent.
originally appeared. Yeah, it's Fla.
Blah.
Rick Flag apparently appeared in 1959.
Okay.
But the other
Alright.
thing to bear in mind is that, as you know, Lee, since I know you've read through King, is that he tends to show up with the name RF in various places.
In many, many places.
Yes.
Many, many places. Many, many. And we'll see those initials maybe in the Dark Tower at some point. You never know.
Well, they kind of have to be.
They kind of do. They kind of
have to be.
Or else it doesn't really work towards the end. But yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm starting to get excited about that. And I'm starting. What else am I getting excited about? I am getting, now that I've heard who the writers are going to be for season 11 of the X-Files, I'm getting more excited about that. They're bringing Wong, Morgan, and is he dead? He's dead. It's the one that's not dead.
Oh, really? That's who they're bringing in? Is someone who's not dead?
Well, with Spotnitz, who's dead. So it's the other guy.
Oh, that guy.
Shoot. He wrote a lot of the good ones, especially some of the funnier ones. So this should be good. Yeah, I don't know. I now have hope.
Who wrote the Peter Doyle one?
Oh shit, who did?
Mel Brooks, right?
No, not Mel Brooks. Oh God, who wrote that?
Hang
I
on,
can't look it up. Thank
Clyde
you. Look it up.
Bruckman's Final Repose.
Talking about Young Frankenstein.
I want to say Spotnitz, but please don't hold me to that.
Darren Morgan.
Morgan. Okay, well, Morgan's coming. Morgan and Wong will be there, and then one more person
Will be
writing. Episodes.
Oh, okay.
And if Morgan shows up as Fluke Man again, God help me, I would be so damn happy I can't stand myself. I'm sorry, John. It is really weird that gem thing is like right in front of your eyes and wiggling her tushy. Right at your little head.
Only weird for you.
Only weird for me. I'm the one that sent it to you. It's all my fault.
Well, as I said before, both you and Widge sent me the same thing for Christmas. I've got 2.
Really?
You have two. I didn't. We didn't know that.
I thought I did tell you guys this.
No, I didn't know that. That's
No.
hilarious.
I mentioned it on, well, listen in 3 years and you'll hear her say,
Oh, God.
yeah, no. I got one on the tree and I got one hanging from here.
I did not know. Oh,
I won't tell you which one's where.
Doesn't matter, really. Does it? That you know is
me.
really funny.
Not
But-
to me. One's packed for the Christmas stuff and one's packed for my
Right there.
pleasure. I mean, my
Yeah. Oh God, help us, Jim. So, my 4-year-old
13 years
nephew at the
Oh.
beach. We had my whole family at the beach, and my 4-year-old nephew got to see Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And the Jessica
did it?
Rabbit part
Who framed him?
confused the fuck out of him.
Spoilers, John.
That was a bad man.
Oh my God! I just flipped back to the page where I was looking up Roger Waters tickets, and on the Friday before that concert, it's New Kids on the Block, Paula Abdul,
Oh yeah,
and Boys to Men, the Total Package Tour.
without Justin Timberlake.
That's terrifying.
I thought MC Hammer was on that tour at one point. I thought. Oh, I saw Finding Neverland, the touring show.
Oh, how was it?
It was really good. It was really, really good. Yeah, the music was great. The story was, I mean, it was just overall it was a great production. And I'm happy to hear that because I'd actually heard someone say that saw the LA production of the touring company, and I'm not sure if it was the same company or not. They weren't very impressed with it, but the one I saw was really good, really well done.
So this is basically the same story as the film?
I never watched the film, but yes, I imagine it is. It's the story of what's his nose? Barry?
Yeah. Jamberry.
Jamberry, yeah. And how he came to write Peter Pan. Yeah. And his relationship with the widow.
Well, I'm sure Kim's talked about it. So she and I saw Hamilton in Chicago.
Yeah.
And if you can get those tickets, you should go because dear God in heaven, it was awesome.
So in order to get Hamilton tickets here locally.
Oh, I'll tell you what you have to do in Atlanta. So you go first. Yep.
I'm going to have to buy season tickets for next year to secure my tickets for the following year.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I really want to do it. And actually there's the next year's season, or next season isn't terrible. We've got the Love Never Dies, the sequel to.
Oh my God. Okay, so you've got the same thing Broadway in America we do.
Yeah,
I have no desire to see The King and I.
Oh, we don't have The King and I. We have Bodyguard though.
I have no desire to see that. I have no desire to see The Phantom 2. And
Electric Boogaloo?
Yes, pretty much.
It probably should be what it is. And what's the there's another one. There's King and I.
But School of Rock is coming, which I do want to see.
Well, see, Book of Mormon is coming for us, and I think I'll go see Book of Mormon again. And Rent is coming, which I've actually never seen on the stage. So
Book of Mormon and Rent is coming here too, but they're
not. Awesome.
They're not part of
Rent's
the
good to see once.
It's their 20th year. It's a 20th year run.
Mm.
Well, I think Rent will be something that I want to see it on stage.
I've never seen that's what I'm saying. It's good to see
the movie.
I've seen the movie.
Oh, I haven't seen the movie.
I've seen the movie, but I haven't seen it on stage.
The cheapest Hamilton tickets I can find are $444 for Atlanta.
Well, see, and I was willing to buy the subscription. I was going to buy the subscription, figure out, because it's 7 shows. And they've got some decent shows, like The Lion King's in there, Book of Mormon, Avenue Q, Hamilton.
That's some good shit.
No, there's some good shit. There were at least 6 that I was
wait. Is Hamilton in next year's season for you? Because ours isn't following. Ours is
no, it's next season for us. Yeah, it's next season for us with Lion King and Book of Mormon and a lot of others. And I've already seen Book of Mormon. This would be the 3rd time. I'm ecstatic as I was the first time. And every time I still have to tell myself, don't sing out loud to all the songs because I love them. But yeah, so I was really excited. So I was willing to buy the 7 thing package and like try to sell the tickets I didn't want or whatever. But they've sold out of subscriptions in Atlanta.
Yep.
So you have to buy individual tickets.
Yep. But
not happy.
I will say, of the shows that they got coming, if you haven't seen Lion King, see the fucking Lion King. It's awesome.
I would see it. Yep.
Something Rotten. See it.
Oh, that was it. That was it. Something Rotten. Because
That
Andrew
just
and
came
I are
here and I
both
missed
huge
it.
Monty Python fans. So yeah.
It's not as Python-esque as it is if you like musical theater. First of all, you don't have to like musical theater to enjoy it. It's fucking hilarious.
In,
Oh, yeah.
in
But
fact,
if
they
you-
make fun of liking musical theater.
That's right. You've seen it, right, John?
I have not seen it. I want to see it,
Oh,
but I have listened to the album several times.
It is, yeah, if you know musical theater, you will lose your shit because there's a song in which I think they make probably 30, 40 references to other shows. But yeah, definitely see that if possible. Both of those are coming next year, but definitely I would actually almost go see Something Rotten again because it's just really fucking funny.
No, I mean, as I said, I'll go see Book of Mormon would be a second time. I think Avenue Q is also in there. I'd see Avenue Q. This will be the 5th time, maybe.
God, so
I love
good.
Avenue Q. I'm just not taking my kid. Hey, home by 1, 2.
3.
Oh. All right, be careful, okay? Just drive carefully. And put that damn motorcycle up higher. Can we bitch about a motorcycle? Can I bitch about the motorcycle?
Yeah, go ahead. I told Rob, so we're working on getting him a leather jacket.
He's already got one.
We'll get him another one. We'll get him a crazy one, and
Fuck y'all.
I'm gonna create him a playlist of good motorcycle music.
Oh yeah, sounds good, Widge.
You got it,
So,
dude.
yeah, that was Tainlet right there. He's going out to get his girlfriend, and they're going to go see Wonder Woman at a late show. Yes, so he now has a motorcycle. And as you know, we were on Judge John Hodgman. I hate you so much. I love you, but I hate you so much sometimes. Bye. Be careful. Love you too. So he got the Kawasaki Ninja, which Jesse Thorne on Judge John Hodgman. Sorry, I know I'm a rival podcast, you bastard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
competing with him on all
Oh,
sorts
yeah.
of levels.
All fronts,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah. Well, it's
Jesse
okay.
Thor-
Just so you know, Lee, I know
Yeah.
they listen to this podcast, so
Oh,
just be careful what you say.
I'm sure he does. And Judge
That
John
and,
Hodgman.
and Donald Trump. Donald Trump will be tweeting tomorrow about this. Go
I'm
on.
sure he will. So when Duncan talked about it, that he liked the style of the Kawasaki Ninja, Jesse Thorne said, so he just Googled death machines among death machines. Well, that's what's in front of my house right now. Is a death machine among death.
So
It's white, and it's a 300 engine, 300 horsepower instead of 6, because that's a good starter bike. I'm like, no, none of it. No, there's no. Oh, God bless America. No. So yeah, motorcycle.
and John,
Yes.
John, he will tweet about us because we are what he meant by Kofifi. Not everybody knows that.
Oh, Fifi shall
We
rise.
probably are.
Those,
We probably
those who those who need to know exactly what it means, they know. That's one of the few things Spicer has been right about.
Probably. Yeah, no. So yes, I have a motorcycle. He has a leather jacket. Y'all can get him a cooler one, please do. He's got 2 helmets just in case his girlfriend ever gets to ride on the back of that bike, which in my opinion should be never. Although my mother, of course, is like, I can't wait to ride back. I'm like, I hate you so much. My mother and my aunt are just fucking with me and poking at me about it. And yeah, no, there's a motorcycle at my house. Not happy. Not happy. So not happy. John, laugh, John. Go on, laugh. At some point,
Wait.
your son will bring this up too, because it seems to be something
I
that
was the one
every person
laughing.
with a
Widge was the
brings
one
up.
laughing.
I'm the one laughing.
Whoever laughs, just wait.
Oh, wait. I've got it. I know exactly. Hang on. I'm putting this in the list. I'm going to get Teenlit the complete series of Street Hawk on DVD.
Yeah, John, John, that was you, by the way. I know that was you.
That was me, but that's just because of Street Hawk. And
Have you ever seen Street Hawk, Lee?
No.
Would you like to know the special power that the Street Hawk motorcycle has?
I hope that it becomes a big ass truck that goes around my child so that he won't die.
No. It could actually do a flip. It could basically do a loop-to-loop flip.
A loop-de-loop flip.
Yeah. Let's see if I can find. Where's the? Let me find a video of this here.
A loop. I don't know. It's okay. A loop-de-loop flip.
I think that's right. I'm trying.
Kinda
Am
like-
I? Am I?
Kind of like Fonzie.
Kind of like that,
Yeah.
but yet totally different.
Okay. That's just
here.
awesome. Don't jump over a damn shark. That's dumb too.
Find it here. Yeah. I'll send you this.
No,
it's-
please don't. No,
It's a video
no.
called "The Best of Street Hawk."
No, it's okay. No, Widge, really, thank you. I love you a lot. No, it's nice you want to give me a present. No.
But
No,
there's a heads up display in the helmet and everything, where you can see the actual speed that he's going.
Mhm.
There's the rockets, firing the rockets.
Oh, that's great. I hope the Kawasaki doesn't have those. I really hope that wasn't an upgrade he was able to.
Oh, that's right. I should get a Megaforce too. Thanks for reminding me.
Oh, Megaforce, that terrible Barry Bostwick movie?
Yes.
Well, yeah, everybody should watch Megaforce because that's hideous. And those motorcycles are stupid. That's not real motorcycle. I'm all right with get in Megaforce. Dear God, is Megaforce on DVD?
It's on.
More
I think-
importantly, is it on Blu-ray?
No, it's on Blu-ray, but it's like a Japanese import. I have it. I have got that on my wish list. I'm like, I need that shit.
I
Just
gotta see
'cause.
it. John, is it on Netflix? Because that's what we need to know.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think so. Where's the
That one-
fucking? Where's the flip thing? I thought the whole. Oh, that's the theme song. That's shit. Yeah, you have to Street Hawk. It was Airwolf. It was. That was my
I don't
childhood.
remember. How do I not
Automan.
remember Street Hog?
Not Hog. Hawk.
Street Hawk.
Street Hog. Street Hog.
A Knight
Oh my-
Rider, Automan.
Knight
Oh,
Rider.
Automan. Oh.
Which one was
Animal.
Wait, which one was Automan?
It was a man
Yeah.
who turned into an auto.
Yep.
I don't remember that one.
Uh,
I'm okay. I'm okay.
Your buddy Joe would.
I'm sure Joe would. I don't remember that one. Knight Rider, Airhawk. Yes, that wonderful movie Megaforce. Dear God, so much 80s hair. And the guy who looked like he was one of the Gibbs brothers but wasn't. I can't remember his real name. He played
Automan is an American soft science fiction superhero television show
You
produced
know what? That is
by Glenn
actually
Larson.
that is actually a pretty good. I would say yes, it is soft science fiction.
pretty soft. Yep.
I can't find video. You remember what I'm talking about, right, John? There's a whole thing in the pilot episode where he goes, "Oh, you mean with this thing, if you did this and that at the same time, you could basically do a complete flip." And they're like, "Oh no, don't do that because that's not good." And he does it at the end of the pilot. Sorry for the spoilers. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, from 1984.
18, yeah, exactly.
Mm-mm.
Where is this guy now?
Oh,
Rex
also-
Smith. Oh my God!
What?
I'd forgotten this. He
What?
was the first live-action Daredevil.
Oh dear God.
Yep,
Oh,
in
yeah.
the what is it called? The Trial of the Incredible Hulk, 1989. Oh my
Oh.
God, he has albums. I did not know this.
Okay, well,
Oh wait, he has albums. Hold on.
Rex Smith has albums.
Rex Smith. That's him. Rex Smith. That's him. The one that looked like the Gibbs brother. Yep. But wasn't. He sings?
His latest album was released. This is from Wikipedia, which is always right. His latest
Oh.
album was released in 2000 and entitled simply Rex.
Did
Well,
you,
I mean-
you mention this already? He's from Athens, Georgia.
No, what?
Yeah.
It says he was born in Jacksonville, though.
Smith is the lead singer of a band from Athens, Georgia named Federa. Or Fedara. Or
He then sang vocals in a pop rock band called Rex. Named after his first name? Wow. That's... Wow.
You
Wow.
Take My Breath Away. Soft
No.
rock.
No.
Written by Bruce Hart.
Oh God, no.
And he's done
We're gonna hear this,
shows.
aren't we, John?
Let's see if I can find this here.
John, we'd rather hear the Gem theme song.
Yeah, unfortunately, that machine is down right now.
Mm.
Oh my God. So
I'm selling my house in case you didn't know.
this is a film.
Yeah, I'm moving.
Where are you moving?
It's because of the burial
Atlanta?
ground that that it was built on. He needs to move.
Yes, we got the survey back. It wasn't so great.
Uh-oh.
No.
So where are you
it's
gonna move?
fine. I don't know, about 10 minutes from here.
Oh, okay. Awesome. You could come to Atlanta.
I could.
There are
But
many out there.
If I-
Yeah,
there are many fine caffeinated cities.
there are many fine caffeinated cities. However, the other 3 people that you live with wouldn't come, huh?
I think when I move out of this area, out of the state, it's probably going to be to the Pacific Northwest.
You know what? I was actually talking about that with somebody because I was in the Pacific Northwest and was on. I was in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it literally was in the middle of nowhere, but it was beach houses that were actually beachfront with all that beautiful driftwood and everything else. And the houses were $300,000.
I know. There's some off of the islands on up in the Seattle area.
Yeah.
God. I was watching because HGTV is on constantly here in the house, and so
Oh, no, I didn't know that, but okay.
House Hunters comes on, and they're all over the place, of course. But there was an episode with them on looking at various waterfront properties in the Seattle metropolitan area.
Because I was just on the east coast of South Carolina, and a beachfront house there is about 1.5. So, you know what? And see, I don't get in the salt water. I just want to sit and look at it. That's all I want to do.
I'm fine with it at night. I like it at night. Looking out at the beach at night. Otherwise,
Well, that's okay.
it's very bright during the day.
Well, look at the
no.
but like out in Seattle though, you get the whales that are out there breaching through there, and it's all really cool shit that's out there.
And Widge, it's also up there in the Seattle and Portland between those 2 areas. It's also really, really gray.
It's gray all the time, so the sun's not out all that much.
The sun's out, but it's really, really gray, Widge. So it's kind of like Twilight. You could go outside.
I hate that movie.
In fact, Twilight takes place in that area.
Unfortunately, Widge. I wasn't bringing that up.
Oy.
Oh, seriously, I hate to say it, but the Pacific Northwest, I mean, it's just damn beautiful. It's gorgeous. It is so, I hate saying this on a podcast because people, you don't want to move there. It's terrible. It's absolutely awful. No, it's goddamn gorgeous. It's beautiful. And again, what I love about like Northern California and Northern California, Oregon, and Washington is you are probably 3 hours from anything you want to do. So you want to go to a really, you want to go to a warmer beach. Well, if you're in San Francisco, go 3 hours down, you'd be fine. You want to go to an artsy-fartsy area? You're probably 2 hours away from one, especially if you're in Oregon or Washington.
You want to go to a brothel?
Wineries?
Oh, wait.
You're right there. What? I'm sorry.
You want to smoke some weed? You're right.
You're right there. You want decent airports, depending on where you are in there. You're probably 2 or 3 hours away. Not bad. Although Seattle Airport is fucked up. Oh, they were smoking then. And then, but no, I mean, like everything you want is like 2 or 3 hours away. You can get mountains, you can get beach, you can go skiing, sailing, skiing, both water or snow. 2 to 3 hours away, you could do that. And it's gorgeous. And there are beautiful lakes there. I mean, the oceans are cold as hell because it's the Pacific, but there are beautiful lakes there that do actually warm up in the summer, or so I've been told. So, yeah, I know. It's gorgeous.
Mostly lies by the travel industry, but
I'm sure they are. Yeah. Well, I always love it whenever I go to Seattle or Portland and people are like, you know what? Yesterday was absolutely beautiful. I'm like, you guys say that all the time, and I really don't believe you. Because it's drizzly and gray right now. No, it was beautiful yesterday. You lie.
It was great from 3 to 3:15 in the morning.
Yeah, it was awesome. Well, Widge, you would be the only person that would know that. You and the vampires.
I'm totally good with that.
You are. I know. Oh.
Oh, God,
Wait. I have to say, if you have an Ollie's Bargain House or whatever, it's Ollie's whatever.
Yeah.
OLLIES.
Yeah.
They have many, many versions of the Dungeons and Dragons TV show on DVD.
They have virgins.
I heard the same thing, Widge.
Versions. VERSI. Versions.
Then she went on to say Dungeons and Dragons, and I just assumed that that's really what she meant.
I did not mean that. The versions of Dungeons and Dragons, the TV cartoon from our terrible, terrible childhood. It was only on, I think, like 2 seasons, but they have a lot of those DVDs, and you can get them. And oh my God,
never got home. They never got home.
Well, no, because it ended. Mm-hmm.
It's a conspiracy. Tom Hanks took him over.
I wanted to.
That's on Netflix. No, that's on either Netflix or Amazon Prime now. Mazes and Monsters.
Oh God.
I can't. I think I put it on a watch list. I can't remember if I put it on my Amazon Prime or on my Netflix watch list.
Oh my God, you haven't seen it?
Oh, I have. I saw it when it came out because it's like it was like 2 nights. I remember watching it.
Yeah, it's not.
And I remember my parents watching it, going, "See, this is a terrible, terrible game you're playing." And I'm like, this is nothing like my game. This is a dumb game. I don't play this game. I don't know this game. It's a dumb game. Yeah, no, it's the one. I think that's actually a movie that is not even on his IMDb anymore. Like he somehow got it taken off.
No, somebody would put it back on. So,
but it's either on Amazon Prime or Netflix because those are the 2 I have. And yeah, you can watch it now, guys, if you've never seen it before. Mazes and Monsters.
Yeah,
oh my God, so bad.
If you've never seen it, it's worth seeing, especially if you are a gamer, because it is ridiculous.
And if you are stoned or drunk, it's even more fun.
Is there a particular type of drinking game you would recommend for?
I was sitting here thinking about that. It's been so long since I've actually watched it. It's only on my watch list. I have not watched it yet. I would think anytime because Tom Hanks's character has these little tiny breaks with reality, and it does that kind of like kind of thing. So I think if you drank every time that happened, but that's really only in the second part. I think the first part you're going to be okay. It's the second part that's really going to fuck you up.
These things happen.
Yeah, it happens. It is, guys. This is premium late 80s TV. This is one of the best. No, late 70s, early 80s.
Yep.
Mazes and Monsters.
After this, he was on Bosom Buddies. After that,
right.
So
yeah,
1982. Yeah.
82. Okay, and Bosom Buddies was just a few years after that because I loved Bosom. Oh, Bosom Buddies was so funny at the time, and now it would be so politically incorrect.
Probably be even funnier, to be perfectly honest.
Probably would be. We've been watching Night Court because it comes on, and the teen lit has been watching it, and he's like, okay, this is really funny. And we're like, thank you. There were actually some things we like, but some of the things they say now, and you're just like, oh my God, Dan Fielding, we would kill you now. Oh, Dan, you wouldn't make it. So
have either of you watched or been watching 13 Reasons Why?
No.
No.
Yeah, if you want to feel like you've gotten past it. But if you want to feel like a parent who, if you want to feel like a,
No.
like all is lost with their teenage kids and that they're just constantly lying to you and you don't really know what's going on in their life, watch that show.
No, thank you. No, here's the
It's
thing.
terribly depressing.
I would be watching. He already calls me a helicopter parent when he just said he's leaving and he's going to be home at some point.
See,
So-
here, Lee, if I can just jump in here real quick, my
Yeah, please.
recommendation would be, don't be a helicopter parent.
Okay.
Be a Harrier jump jet parent. Meaning vertical takeoff and landing. It's not like you're hovering. It's more like, bam, and then you're there, and then you can just completely land if you need to.
I think I
Better
show
yet,
up
be
at
a
Wonder Woman.
Quinjet parent.
Quinjet. I like the Quinjet parent, and I could bring Hawkeye and Coulson with me.
So then you can be stealth whenever you need to be.
Stealth.
Did you finally watch all of Agents of Shield? This
Oh yeah, it
season?
was a real. Oh my god, this
I've
season was
not.
really good.
Was this
really?
season not amazing?
I thought
So-
it was fantastic.
So,
After
so
once we got past the Ghost Rider, which was okay. It just
See,
it just
I
seemed
liked
a little
Ghost Rider
weird.
mostly because I liked the guy who was playing Ghost Rider. I
Oh, I
thought,
thought it was fine. I just thought it was a little. I thought they're like, but it looks like they're cramming it in there.
yeah.
But then
Okay.
it did eventually pay off. So
Yeah,
Well,
no, it was good.
I have not watched it yet. I'm still trying to catch up on stuff. I mean, I just
Oh no,
now,
yeah.
I just now finished. Well, I talked about it last time. I haven't really caught up on anything else. I've been watching the Exorcist series, which. Okay, can I just say?
Wait, is there a season 2 of that?
I believe
coming
they.
out.
I
Yep.
believe they said it was being renewed.
Oh, see, I don't think I've watched all the way to season 1, but I came pretty close, so I probably have to watch a
Ben-
couple more episodes.
Yeah, Ben Daniels in that. Is he not fucking amazing?
He is
He-
fucking amazing.
He
I
is
will
the
go with
reason to watch that show.
you. He is.
Because basically about halfway through the series,
Mhm.
first of all, there's a great reveal about halfway through the series, which I won't even talk about.
Ben Daniels and Gina Davis are the reason to watch that show.
Oh, she's great. She's great. I mean, I like the younger priest, but Ben Daniels, who I
Oh,
keep
Benny.
saying this, I like him in everything, but he is fucking killing it in this show. I mean,
this is
even
a
for
show that
him.
was almost like written for him. It had to be because he is great in it. Yeah, I
He's
agree.
amazing. But I will say this, and I know I am a self-professed atheist saying this,
hmm
but if you look at it from the standpoint of if you came at this from like not knowing how Catholicism was supposed to work or Christianity, it would make no fucking sense
Oh
whatsoever.
no.
In
No,
fact, it barely makes sense as it stands. Ben
Mhm.
Daniels is like the main reason for watching it at this point because for a film, the intensity of the original Exorcist carries you through it. The mystery of The Exorcist 3 carries you through that. But
Mhm.
now that you get into the minutia of how the mechanics of it are supposed to work, and there's rituals, and it's like none of this makes any fucking sense at all. So,
No. No.
which is a shame because I'm still enjoying, like I said, Ben Daniels and to an extent Gina Davis. That's all really good. The cast is all really good, but it's getting lost in the mechanics of how this works, and they have. It's kind of like, we talk about this a lot. Set up the rules for your universe, follow the rules.
Yeah.
But, and this is not the series' fault, it's Catholicism's fault. The rules of this are kind of like religious Calvin ball, okay? It's like,
Very true.
yeah, so it's like, you go, okay, well, why? So why if it, you get beyond the series, you get into the whole Catholicism questions about, well, why if he's all powerful is, throwing water at this person chained to a bed supposed to help? I don't understand how that works. Like I said, if you just took it and you turned it into something that was not Catholicism or called it something else, it would completely fall apart. But
Well, that's a part of it. I also think it's very interesting going along from where I've gotten to, and I have not finished it because I kind of got into it and then I stopped a little because I got in. Then life came about. But yeah, no, I think that's very true. I think the issue there is that if you follow, like, you can read what a Catholic exorcism is supposed to be. This isn't something they hide.
Oh, yeah. No.
The exorcism rite is in the catechism. So, I mean, you can find it.
And they're still in office. They just renamed it.
Yeah, they just but so it's really kind of one of those things you're like, really? Y'all really have not yet? No, and they still do. You can still get people to come and do an exorcism at your house. You have to really, really show why you need one, but they'll come. They will. You gotta have some serious proof. But yeah, so it's like, oh boy, y'all's rules are funky. You got some funky rules. The other thing I'm finally getting to the end of is Hannibal, which I know it's like 2 years after it's over. So I got to the point in Hannibal where the Hannibal and Will story ended. And I was like, all right, I'm done. And then it was like, oh, you're going to do another like 6 episodes about the Red Dragon? Oh, yeah, I'll watch that somewhere else. So now I'm finally watching those. And so I'm almost done with that. And is John back?
I didn't go anywhere. I'm
saying right here. So here's the thing about 13 Reasons Why. I do not know that I could watch that without, first of all, getting a little emo myself, and second of all, being worried about every teen and preteen I've ever met. And I don't know how you're watching it, especially because you've got a teen and a preteen.
Well, he's technically a teenager. He's 13.
Is he? Oh, no. Oh, no, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
I think I know how old my son is.
No, he's not. He can't. He was so cute.
And now he's not. And now he's an ugly
creature. No, he's a teenager, and they do weird things now. Oh, man. So what are they thinking about it? Because that's what I've always been wondering about is what are the teens?
They're not watching it.
Mm.
It's just me and the wife.
You're not letting them, or they don't want to?
I'm pretty sure my daughter would want to, but my son is not really into stuff.
Okay. Okay. Well, good so far. No, I've read the reviews. I've seen the pros and cons of it. I just know. I know me. I can't. I'd be calling every teenager I know every day going, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? No.
Well, and they tackle that in here, and even then, they're not going to tell you. I mean,
yeah, I know they're still going to lie.
Which is true in real life as it is in the series.
And it's not even a now thing. I mean,
right?
No.
I never told my parents how fucked up my head was.
Oh God, I never told my parents the truth about. Well, probably 50% of my life they knew, but yeah. No, you don't tell them everything.
Oh, that was the thing that I finished watching. I don't remember if I mentioned this or not. Into the Badlands. I'm caught up on Into the Badlands.
I am not.
Didn't watch it. Not into it.
Okay, Lee, let me just tell you this. In season 2, they introduced Nick Frost as a character. And Nick Frost, with a pair of nunchucks in each hand, beating the shit out of people. I didn't know I needed that in my life, but I did. And
well, who's playing Nick Frost?
Nick Frost.
I don't know who that is. I gotta look.
Okay,
I probably do know who it is. John,
okay, hold on a second. Lee, can you please reach into your pocket, pull out your Geek Cred card, and rip it up?
No, I'm not. That doesn't count. I don't get to rip up my card.
Hang on. Lee?
Yeah?
Shaun of the Dead?
Yeah. That's Nick Frost. Oh,
yes.
Nick. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Oh, he is doing kung fu fighting in the season 2.
Okay,
but in fairness, everyone was kung fu fighting.
Yeah, honestly, John, that is correct for the series.
I know it is. I've seen
okay, wait. All right, Nick. All right, Widge, you might have me because I didn't know I needed that in my life until you explained it.
but here's how I've decided to explain what the series is, Lee.
Uh-huh.
If you watched, you remember like kung fu movies of like the 80s that
Oh,
you
yeah.
would watch on video, right? And you
Yeah.
remember post-apocalyptic movies of the 80s like Metal Storm and all those terrible, like there's always a desert and like, you know, Damnation Alley and all that crazy
Yeah,
shit.
everything after Mad Max. Yeah, right.
Yes. So imagine someone grew up watching those films, was given a budget, and decided to make Game of Thrones. That's what Into the Badlands becomes.
Wow. Okay.
Now,
All right.
the
Would you,
the scope-
you almost got me. You almost got
yeah,
me.
I'll tell you, the scope is obviously not as big as Game of Thrones because they don't have $15 million fucking dollars to spend
And there's
on
less
every
boobs.
episode.
And less
What's that?
boobs.
Less
Less
boobs. Less
Less
boobs.
meters.
Yep.
Not as
But-
many boobs.
I've seen
but-
enough penises recently. I'm good. I'm all right.
But yeah, I
Wait.
really enjoyed it. Nick Frost was great. The lead, Daniel Wu, is great. And Martin Sokas, I think is his name, who plays the head bad guy, the Baron.
Mm-hmm.
John, do you know he's from like Australia, New Zealand?
I think I did.
But he's
No.
basically like, and John, correct me if this characterization is wrong. He's like a post-apocalyptic, demented plantation owner.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
that's exactly
That
it. It
That's
seems like it takes place in the South.
Okay. Interesting.
Uh,
I will.
Which I'd like to acknowledge that you went past the I've seen enough penises lately comment from Lee as though that was just normal.
Well, but remember, it's Lee. She always says she's seen enough penises, but then you show her a penis, and she's like, "Oh, look, a penis."
My penis. No,
We know Lee.
what movie was I? What I was watching something.
Where you
Oh,
saw penises? What are you?
No, and I will tell you what I was watching. No, John, I was watching The
John,
Leftovers, and I was like,
Well,
I
then-
never- I never needed to see Christopher Eccleston's Wang. Ever.
and now you have.
And now I have.
Wait a
And
minute. Oh, hang on. Time out.
time out.
So, John, I don't care about spoilers because I don't plan on watching The Leftovers, but is the ending of it supposed to be that they all use really old computers?
No.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that one.
Nerd
That would be
joke.
better than what is etched in my brain at
Sorry.
this point.
Sorry.
Better than
Yeah,
what's etched in my brain. No.
We're
You know-
all living in it. We're all living this in a simulation that started with a Sinclair. It's a very small simulation.
Or all 8-bit.
Not even.
Oh.
If I recall.
Yeah, that
correctly.
wasn't even 8-bit.
God.
That's funny.
So yeah.
No, I mean, every time I turn around on The Leftovers, I'm seeing a penis. I'm like, dude, I know what penises and boobs look like. Can we please
Right.
put
So it
them
shouldn't
away?
matter then.
What?
Then it doesn't matter that you see it because you
I'm
know
just
what they look
tired
like.
of
Doesn't
seeing them
matter.
all over the place. I don't want to see people's penises. I don't. You know.
Can we please use that for the soundboard, John?
We
I don't
will
wanna
once
see
we get the
people's
soundboard.
penises.
Once we resuscitate it.
Please,
Yes.
please don't.
I don't
Please
want
don't.
to see penises. I've seen enough penises.
Seeing the penises. I know what penises look like. It's good. I'm all right with it. However, men would be like, no, there's no such thing as enough boobs. I'm like, all right, what? They're just boobs.
No, now to be fair,
Uh-huh.
2 is plenty on a person.
yes, unless you're doing a callback to the original Total Recall, like the Total Recall remake did.
No 3.
But-
No 3. No.
But no, you can't actually have too many boobs in a film. It's possible. Now, let me back up and say the one place.
Showgirls. Go on.
Oh, Showgirls.
Oh God. Okay,
Oh, that was
that is
bad.
a case in point where that was not too many boobs. There are not enough boobs to make this film. Because I would get bad horror movies back when all we lived out in the middle of nowhere. It was just go to the video rental place, which as I've told you before, is roughly the size of a closet. And I would systematically go through an entire genre and watch everything they had, which is why I watch so many kung fu movies, which is why I got into horror movies. But some horror movies are so bad, you'd be like, just show me a breast, please. Can I just have a
I just
breast?
see a booby. I just need a booby.
Showgirls, there was not enough nudity in the world to make that a good movie
No,
or
that
even
was-
worthwhile. And I told you about when I saw Showgirls, right? Because I saw it in the theater.
Oh my God.
Were you on your period?
Oh,
No, I was more on a semicolon, but I had surgery and got it fixed. But the point being is that I just moved to Atlanta, and they were it was like an NC-17 movie that was being shown in a cinema, and I was like, "Hey, I'm in a city that has," because I was from Huntsville, right, where they would not
Right.
show. There's no fucking way they would show that. So the idea of being able to go see an NC-17 film in a cinema was an entirely novel proposition. So that's why I
and
went.
boobs. Popcorn and
Oh
boobs.
my
What else could you want?
God, it was fucking awful.
Oh yeah.
There's not, and that's like I said, you could actually see enough boobs to make something like The Nest, which was about killer cockroaches, to make you feel like you hadn't wasted your VHS rental money. But Showgirl, oh fuck no. Holy shit. was
Showgirls
awful.
was bad. Showgirls was bad. No.
Oh my God.
Showgirls is one of those you're like, oh dear God. At some point, who thought this was a good idea? At some point,
Paul.
all the actors who read the
Girl,
script,
yeah.
did you need a new house? Because I get it. I get, well, and I actually get for some, I'm like, Elizabeth Berkley, I'm like, oh, okay, you don't want to be Jessie from Saved by the Bell anymore. Well, this didn't help that.
And okay, yeah, but
This
like
didn't help that.
even from the standpoint of like, okay, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
Let's be brutally honest.
Uh-huh.
There's a reason why Alyssa Milano and Embrace of the Vampire was such a popular film. Because, you know, seeing
Boobs.
I'm not
Yeah,
familiar.
boobs.
I'm not familiar with this film. What is it?
How did you not know this movie? It came out
how
after
did
like
you
Who's the
not
Boss.
know this movie? Oh my God.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It's
Embrace
terrible, but she's fantastic. Anyway,
Because
point
she's
being-
got boobies.
no, Lee. She's got quality boobies, okay?
She has young boobies.
Less
There you
is
go.
more. Less is more. They didn't,
young
there didn't
boobies.
need to be a lot of them. They were great just the way they were. So do not denigrate the quality of those boobies, Lee. Anyway,
Yes, sir.
but so just there is some novelty in, like you said, going, oh well, let's go see Jessie from Saved by the Bell's boobs. No, let's not see them. Oh my God, what have I done? Ah, my eyes!
Those are a lot of boobs.
Such a horrible film.
Well, you can see Shrek and not Shrek, Screech. He does porn now.
Shrek?
Shriek. No,
It's
I don't.
a-
It's not Shrek.
It's that. Well, you know, since they
No.
basically
I didn't mean to say that.
they didn't do a Shrek 4. He's fallen
No.
on hard times, John.
They did a,
didn't
did a Shrek fornicate.
No,
Yeah.
Lord. No. That would be bad.
You know what it's
yeah.
called, John?
Vampire, huh?
It's called the first porn with the Scottish green ogre in it is called Pussy Shrekker.
Oh, that's just wrong.
I know.
Yeah, but he's famous, so he can grab whatever he wants.
Mm. Exactly. And the donkey can come too.
Whoa!
Bump.
And he's actually less of an ass. Dun-dun-dun. So, on that note, perhaps we should move into the realm of recommendations.
I'm going to recommend Embrace of the Vampire.
No, you are not.
No, I'm not. Lee, you're up.
Yep.
Lee, oh God, Lee is up. Okay, so first of all, anybody who was asking, is Lee watching Twin Peaks? No, because Lee is taping them all on her DVR and going to binge watch them because she knows she will be insane waiting week to week to know what goes on.
Lee's DVR is apparently a VCR.
I was about to say
DVR.
it's a Betamax, John.
I'm taping them. I am currently reading The Secret History of Wonder Woman. So if you were at Wonder Woman, you saw something about Doctor something and Doctor W or whatever. It's basically about the guy who created Wonder Woman.
Well, Marston, right? Isn't that his name?
Marston, yeah, and it's not just Marston. His wife and his girlfriend also created it. So
That
but
explains a lot, actually.
it does actually. The Secret History of Wonder Woman is a great book. It's very interesting. I'm only in like chapter 5 right now. Loving it. No, the other book I'm reading right now is I'm also been reading the Expanse books. I'm at book 4. They're very different. This is actually sci-fi. The first book, The Expanse, it's going to take you a bit to get into. It's a whole lot of characters, a whole lot of intrigue, a whole lot of weirdness. And then book 2, 3, and 4 go very, very fast over very, very different topics. It's some of the best space sci-fi I've read in a really long time. I'm really enjoying that. TV shows, of course, as I said, I watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Lucifer is gotten renewed for season 3, so I cannot wait to see that.
What?
And thank God, let us all bow our heads for a moment. Sleepy Hollow got canceled. Okay, that's the moment you needed. Thank you. I'm really glad it's gone, because what was a really great premise got really screwed up in season 2 and 3, and then they gave it season 4, and that was a bad idea. And now they finally have canceled it, so I'm really good at that. Looking forward to Stranger Things. Looking forward to finally going to see Alien Covenant. Hush up, Widge. I like them, and
God, don't
I
just
love
don't
'em.
do it.
I'm going to do it.
Just don't do it.
I'm going to do it. And
Just go watch Alien Resurrection again, because that's better.
well, I have watched Alien
In fact-
Resurrection. I've got the quadplex, whatever it is. Yeah.
I got it too. And there,
I got
let me put it to you this way: there are actually good things in everything. There was good in Alien Cubed. There was some great bits in Alien Resurrection.
Yep.
There's actually some good things in Prometheus.
Mm-hmm.
It was very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't fucking shit in Alien Covenant.
Well,
Even from the standpoint of, even if you back up and say, let's shed everything that this franchise has built up and just do a horror movie about creatures trying to kill people, it's fucking stupid.
well,
Unless
I can't.
Unless
yeah.
you basically say, these are the descendants of the genetic descendants of people who somehow managed to not get killed in horror movies before, and
should
they
have.
are the distilled stupid of all of the. That's the only way this film makes any fucking sense whatsoever.
Okay. Okay. Widge, did you do a drive thing on that?
I tried to drive over it. Yes, I did.
No, don't drive. Okay, so good. And then what else am I doing?
What are you doing, Lee?
Grad school sucks. And I think that's it. Those are good Did I do good recommendations?
Yes, you did.
Legion is on FX now. You can download the app. Watch that damn show if you have not. I am sure we've talked about it enough that you are curious.
It's great.
It's slow at first. It speeds up, and then you can't figure out what the fuck's going on. And you know what? Guess what? That's the point. There you go.
Yep.
There you
And can I say that I am slightly optimistic about the Gifted.
I'm slightly optimistic about The Gifted. I am also there's a show, it's in Portuguese. Been hearing about it called Psy, PSI. And I'm slightly optimistic about that. There are a couple of things coming out that I'm pretty slightly optimistic about. So, should be some interesting things that are coming on from a, kind of weird conspiracy theory perspective. Also, Sense8 is in season 2 on Netflix. Watch it.
And it's been canceled.
Watch it. It gets better.
It's been canceled.
It has not.
Yeah, it has.
Which is weird because
Wait, we just got season 2 and it was great. Why in the hell did they not give us season 3?
It's been canceled. I don't know what to tell you. I've not-
Netflix, you're weirdo. You're a weirdo. Oh, what were some of the what was the one we watched?
I
The
don't know.
one, okay, so Amazon Prime has their stuff on right now for the stuff you can watch that might get a full series. And there
Right,
is one set on
Pilot
Mars,
season.
the pilots. Yeah, thank you. And there is one set on Mars. John, I know you're going to know the name of it.
I don't know the name of it.
Shit, what's it?
Wait, hang on.
It's on Amazon Prime. It's those seasons, they do the pilot stuff.
Right, hang
Oh,
on.
God. There's one
Hang on,
sci-fi
hang on.
one.
I'm going.
Original,
you are.
recommended, popular.
Oh. Huh.
I don't.
They're doing an adaptation of the Dangerous Book for Boys
Oh, God, help us. I think it's
With-
called
with
Colony.
Bryan Cranston.
Is it Colony?
Hang on. Oh my God.
What?
There's a Hannah series. Weird.
Look for the one I'm talking about. Colony. From Mars.
There's Philip K. Dick's Electric Dreams.
Nope.
There's a Jack Ryan series. There's Oasis. I don't see a
Oasis.
Colony.
Oasis. That's it. Pretty sure it's
Oh,
Oasis.
that's exactly like Colony.
Yeah.
It's with Richard Madden from Game of Thrones. Haley Joel Osment. Where the hell has he been?
That's it. It's actually a really interesting premise. So watch it, and if you like it, tell Amazon you want to see more of it. That's how we got more of The Man in the High Castle, which again is still some of the best alternate history stuff on TV right now. So that's it. I'm done. I've been done, but I keep talking. Bye.
All right, thanks, Lee. John, what you got?
I'm just gonna say, if you don't mind being depressed and have lose faith in our upcoming generation, watch 13 Reasons Why. Other than that, I really don't have anything to recommend. So I can recommend you lots of painters and plumbers and cleaning folks for and maybe a good storage place. That's about all I can do at this point, because that's all my life has been for the last.
Are you getting a bigger house or the same house, just in a different area?
Technically, it is a larger house. Yes.
And
Technically,
does
it's a
it
larger
still
house.
have? Okay, so it still has the pool because it's
No,
Florida.
it does not have a pool. It's a townhome.
What?
I'm moving into a townhome.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, or I guess it's considered a townhome, but it's actually a duplex. But whatever.
Wow.
That's larger than this house.
What are you? Oh, that's right. They don't swim unless somebody's there. Okay.
Well, there's a pool in the community.
There's a community pool. Okay.
It's about half the size of my current pool, but yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
I
No
guess.
more yard work.
That's pretty much it. Yes.
That's the whole reason for him moving. Fuck this
Well, and I
yard.
just said, just as William got to the age where he could be doing the lawn mowing.
I don't even do my own lawn mowing anymore. I had so much bad luck with lawnmowers. I went through lawnmowers like other people go through leased vehicles. So, yeah. Part of it's also so that we can move into the high school.
Yes.
For William.
Yeah.
The right high
Good.
school for William. So
There you go. Good idea.
there's lots of reasons, but that's one of them.
Yay!
Yeah. So I'll have a smaller studio, which actually will work out because this room is not conducive necessarily to what I want to do. So
Okay.
it's too open and echoey.
Will
So
your children
yeah.
still be able to sneak up on you and scare you while you're on?
We'll be at the So the way that the floor plan works is that the master's on the first floor, and then there's a second suite that's upstairs, which will be Williams, and another room that is pretty much the same size that will be Jordan's. And then the new podcast studio will be in the third room that's in between those two rooms, which is the smaller of the three rooms that are up there, and it's got a loft up there as well. So basically, we will no longer see our kids. It's really what we're trying to do is trying to get rid of our kids, have them move upstairs.
Well,
and we'll just
they're
live
both
downstairs.
teenagers. You'll never see them anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, they're always in their room anyway now. But
Yeah.
I'm sure there's nothing going on there that I need to be worried about.
Not at all.
So yeah. Well, it makes it harder for them to escape too if it's not they're on the second floor. So
True. That's true.
but not impossible. So yeah. And
Yay.
there'll be room for visitors from I don't know, Atlanta. Take them down and say
Yay.
hi.
We can
Oh, I
do
didn't say
that.
you. I just meant other people that are from Atlanta.
No, I just said, yay, we, the people in Atlanta, could do that. What's up, you? Keep it up. Keep it up. You want me to pick you up at an airport soon. Hush up.
Why? No, I don't. I'm driving. Remember, I'm bringing the whole family.
Oh, that's right. You are driving. Oh, my God.
I
You're
am.
not.
I'm driving.
That's a long
And
drive.
okay, so for the other recommendations, that's what we're doing. I don't know how we got on that topic. Well, I do know, but anyway, I recommend that in a little over a month, start listening to 50 Days of Dragon Con.
There you go. Because I'm
And
already
so
setting up people. I'm going to set up people. I will.
she's setting up people. She's framing people now.
Right
And
now.
when she frames people, the best way to find the murder implements that you're going to frame them with is over at needcoffee.com/Amazon has lots of rope.
Awesome books.
.com.
Well, yes, John is absolutely correct in that whether it's implements for homicide or what have you, Amazon.
Well, not
is
really
pretty
doing the homicide, just framing people for homicide, making them think.
But the staged homicide. It's it's Amazon. It's got what you need. It's true. Needcoffee.com/Amazon will put you to the front page of Amazon where you can look for those implements or really anything else that you might want. So rock on with your bad selves. Now for my recommendations, having seen that Amazon's doing a Hannah series, I would recommend going back and watching the 2011 movie Hannah, which is kind of awesome, and I need to watch it again because I've been kind of watching films in which people kick a lot of ass. It's therapeutic. Of course, I recommend Into the Badlands because you want Foo Frost. I would also recommend Kate Tempest has a new album out called Let Them Eat Chaos, which is actually quite nice. And her stuff is really good. And one of the things that is, as we know with remakes and sequels, one of the things that we can depend on, even if we don't like the end result of the remakes or the sequel, is we're at least going to get new versions of stuff released, and some stuff on Blu-ray that has not been on Blu-ray before. The Legacy collection of the Universal Monsters series, i.e. Dracula, Mummy, Wolfman, those are some DVDs which I absolutely love because not only do you get the original film with bonus features around it, but you also get basically like they have all the Dracula sequels on the same set with the first film. All the Invisible Man sequels with the first film in its set. So it's basically the whole franchise in a box. Those were on DVD. They had come out with anniversary editions on DVD, which had, in certain cases, different special features. But now they've put out the Legacy because of the Mummy remake and Dark Universe and whatever. They now have released, or they're about to release. I think they just released it actually. The Legacy collection on Blu-ray, and I would say those are definite buy and own because the features are great. In fact, the Creature from the Black Lagoon audio commentary is one of my favorites because he's constantly stopping to point out stuff that doesn't work. He's like, they're going, the boat is going down the river, and he's talking and talking, and I remember it. He goes, "Oh, wait for a second, and here it comes, and telephone pole." And you wouldn't have noticed it, but from the right, they pass is obviously a telephone pole in the background that they apparently either couldn't shoot around or whatever else. So, and then
we're oblivious to.
Or oblivious to, and then he returns to his regular commentary, which I just absolutely adored. So those are really good, and I recommend them highly, all of them, especially if you have not seen some of the sequels to stuff like the Invisible Man series just gets crazy. Invisible Agent, where he goes and fights in World War II. It's nuts. So highly recommended. Do check it out. And yeah, that's it for me. So I guess that brings us to the end. What's that? Oh,
a needle point thread.
Of course, that's as I understand it. So that brings us to the end. That's it.
We're done?
It. Yes,
Lee,
Lee, you've reached the end of a Weekend Justice. Congratulations.
I can go bed now?
Yes, you can. But first, I think before we all go to bed, I think we should take a moment to look at each other in, quite frankly, stupefaction and say, enough penises.
Enough penises.
Enough penises.
Enough penises.
Enough penises.
Yeah, get that one, would you, dude? Please, good, thank you.
John, do not do that. John, no.
Oh, happy. Okay, that's it.
All right. Good night. I'll go
Good
bed
Good
now.
night. Thanks,
Lee.
guys.
All right. See ya.
Bye.